Ciao, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. So, you guys, uh, I go by Zofia, and this is Divinity Within Thee, where we take time to get in touch with the divine. You guys, I got some color today. Woo, woo! Went for a nice long adventure. How to get out, how to get outside. Hold on, let me make sure you can hear me. Can you hear me now? Does it talk really loud for you to hear me? Okay, a little bit loud. A little bit. Okay. So, because you're far away from me. Okay. I'm just trying to check. I'm just trying to check it out. I don't know. You guys, I'm so in a musical I'm so in a musical flow today. It's crazy. So, anyways, wow, my nose is red, you guys. What? Oh yeah. You know it's really great actually for your skin. I gotta find my I make a nice skin thing. But rose. Like actual real rose oil. And I know most people don't have it. This is like one of the most expensive one of the most expensive oils there is. But stay classy. It's really good for skin repair though. It's really, really, really amazing. So whatever. I'm gonna be Rudolph today. Not playing all their reindeer games because divine intervention came into play. No, you guys. Anyways, first, I want to give a big shout out to my supporters. Thank you for all your like, comment, shares, subscribes, and for your contributions, especially, um, is it Kali? Kayla? Kaylee? Kali? Kali? I know I may be saying it wrong. I'm not exactly sure, but you are an absolute darling, and I super appreciate you. And also, um, to Doogie, oh my God, you guys, super amazing. Thank you guys for helping me to get some food and some water and things like this for your support. You guys are amazing. I love you so much. And I really cannot see. I'm so far away. Like, look, I'm so far away. I can't see. That phone is like this big. I can't see that far. I'll try to look over here, but first I just want to say thank you because everybody that supports other people, even if they're not, um, I find so much in life, you guys, that you'll find that you receive a lot more support from people that aren't your family. A lot of the time, like I've traveled all around the world, and I'll be the first to tell you that I have so much more of global support, and people that I like just meet, or even people that I read with, have far more support than my friends or my family. So anybody who's feeling like they should have received support from certain people, you got to let go of where it comes from or who it should or how it should arrive. Just say thank you, just say thank you for supporting, right? That's number one. You guys, I can't read. Um, Thank you. Hola, hola, eh. How old am I? I am primordial, bitch. I have been here since like the beginning of the second root race. My soul or my meat suit? Primordial, bitch, primordial. Older than you. Old enough to know when people be doing dumb shit. Old enough to know better. So let's first start off with a little prayer. After, I just want to give everybody a shout out, the gratitude, the smoke at the ancestors. Dear universe, source creator, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, ancient deities, animal spirits, elemental spirits, archangels, Galactic Federation of Love, Light, and all the other beings that are here to help assist us in the ascension or to remove obstacles, like our buddy Ganesha over here, our ancient deities. We thank thee for your presence, for your guidance, for your clear and concise and precise messages, for your protection, for your blessings, and for your presence. Um, we will call out that any and all monitoring spirits, handlers, groomers, anything like that go blind, deaf, dumb, crazy, or just drop dead already. Just get go to a different timeline and leave the collective alone, because you're not welcome here. Yeah, so we thank you for your blessings, for your presence, for your guidance, and for your protection. And so mote it be. So guys, um, I live in, thank you so much. I'm so beautiful. I live in Bali, which is in the country of Indonesia. Most people that are from the other side of the world, I realize, think Bali is its own country, but it's not. It's actually one of like 17,000 plus islands in Indonesia, just one. So anyways, guys, so I had such a lovely day. Yesterday was Venus Day. Today is Saturday. It's the day of Saturn. Uh, Yesterday is Venus Day. So Venus is all about the goddess, right? And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take some time for myself. And so this morning I was super excited to go meet new friends, and go to this amazing waterfall. What? What? I'm super bummed because my phones are fucked, so I couldn't take pictures, but it was gorgeous. I will go back with somebody else and try to get pictures another day. I didn't stay very long there. I actually went down. I had to leave there to go all the way down because the beautiful people who actually contributed and donated money. I had to go pretty far to get to an ATM to get the money out. And so, anyways, I ended up going to the beach and I went on some big adventure and found this beautiful black sand beach and like rode my bike right up. And many places you always have to pay for entry. And so I found this super secret spot in this little road that goes right up to the beach under this beautiful tree. And I was like, what? Yeah, it was fucking epic, you guys. So make sure that you go out and you commune with nature, right? If you don't have a lady to devote yourself to pour love into, if you don't have a mother, a sister, a daughter, a lady, then Mother Nature loves loves when you make time for her. And yeah, just nature, nature, natural. Um, a nudist beach. You love Bali. I wish, I wish. Um, but actually, when I saw that today, I was like, "There's nobody, and this is on a corner. I could totally just be laying here butt naked, and that would be tight. I should have because now I got some weird tan lines. You guys. Oh my God, you guys, I should go back to doing so yeah, I just came back. I went on this big adventure and then I came back and then I was doing singing bowls. I wish that the headphones that I use for the microphone weren't so intense because I noticed when I do the singing bowls on here that actually it's kind of too intense. So I just put them away. I was just doing a nice little session, but I put them away. Yeah, I feel like it's just too much. It's too much. The frequency is like, I need to get a better. I need to get a better mic. So if more people donate, I can get a new device or a mic, whatever, something like this. This phone is so old, the mic it doesn't work on it, and so I have to use these headphones that someone broke. And yeah, it just isn't good with the sound or the high frequency. It's not. It's but when I do get that sorted or when more people contribute, that would be amazing. I would love to do more of the singing bowls for you guys because super amazing way to create a nice vibration. So I'm gonna do. My makeup is so beautiful. You got a dog. Congratulations. You got a puppy. Nice. What kind of puppy did you get? I'm not wearing any makeup today. That's actually just, I got like a Rudolph nose from my glasses. Oh, I'm wearing some eyeliner. I put some purple eyeliner. I put some purple eyeliner because I felt like, because I just did all this different water cleansing. So, anyways, you guys, I'm going to show you actually what I used to do, what I was doing before I was running around everywhere, showing you guys cool stuff that I make because actually I'm here. This is my sewing studio. And, and whoever fucking said that this is laundry, you guys are so funny. This is not laundry behind me. This is a basket of pure silks and laces. I make stuff. And this is actually a basket of handmade one of a kind stuff that I make. This is a piece I started a while back, and I'm going to be doing this for my project for my statement piece. This is super cool. This is going to be on the back of the neck. Fuck the world. Changes now. Okay. This is going to be a dope jacket. This is all upcycled. And this is the inside. It's like these secret eyes in this card game. It's another type of rabbit, but yeah, these are all one of a kind handmade things. This entire basket. So for whoever made that shit ass comment, this isn't fucking laundry, bro. Like I have literally like less than a backpack full of clothes here. That's why you guys are always seeing me wear the same clothes because that psycho Ukrainian kid um, stole my shit and is holding it hostage. So, uh, not for long. But yeah, I just want to like, not that I owe anybody an explanation, but since I have the other thing out of here and I have all this stuff here, somebody asked me what this was earlier. This is filled with really dope stuff. Maybe another day I'll bust it out and show you guys, but I really have to get this message. So I'm not gonna get too distracted. Um, sew that on jeans. No, it's not on jeans. It's a whole it's gonna be a whole jacket. It's gonna be an entire jacket. It looks probably small like that. That's inside. It's already four different pieces that have come into one. And yeah, that's why it says fuck the world. Change is now. And the inside is like the house of cards. But it will be I make a lot of things that are reversible. So like one side is one and one side is the other, right? Today I will show you guys what I'm wearing today. Let's see. Can I get you? Can I get you up? And actually, my lovely friends from Skull Bali, they made this. This is really cool. The material has like these little skulls on it. I don't know if you can or can't see. But I make something almost identical to this. I make like all different types of jumpers or rompers or whatever. But no, I want to show you today. I make swimsuits. I made all these one of a kind limited swimsuits, right? And this is really dope fabric wicking. Of course, it's what do you call it? Camo. Of course, you need camouflage. So this is the bottom. This is the top. This is like just a string bikini top. I have different ones, but that fucking kid stole my shit. That's what I'm saying. Like he's got literally thousands and thousands of dollars of my belongings. So we're gonna. He better bend over and fucking spread them, huh? So, anyways, guys. Oh man, my friend says I always have to show the clothing at the beginning so she can clip it out. So, anyways, yeah. So this is top, bottom, booty. Okay. But I make everything. I also have men's. I have these are all one of a kinds. I love making one of a kinds. Now I do. I have a whole set of production clothing. That's what all this stuff is here, and it's all sustainable, and it's all bamboo and different materials like that. And yes, I have men's and women's underwear, men's underwear, everything from underwear, t-shirt, and everything. Literally, I have like about 100 pieces. Well, I initially had about almost 100 pieces before they stole about 20, maybe. Um, fucking psychopathic exes. But anyways, um, thank you. You love the outfit that I have on. Thank you. I love to make, this is like, this is my art, right? I'm in the art of obviously reading cards, but I like to share my art because I think it's really important. And so this is what I'm going to be finishing or redoing. This one for the statement piece, because I challenged everybody to do something which I call statement piece, PACE. Whatever type of art or whatever type of expression, whether that's food, singing, dancing, rapping, writing, creating, making, painting, doesn't matter. Whatever it is that you do, that is your artistic expression. I kind of challenged everybody to make something called statement piece, right? To to express how we can share love or share peace through really being in our authentic space and not being like slaves to the system, right? Like, what is it that makes your heart sing? What do you do that you know you can share with the world that can, that's why I was like, oh my god, this piece is perfect, right? Change is now and fuck the world, right? um because this type of things, right? It's just these type of things that really, people are like, wow, and then that inspires the next person and the next person and the next person, and that's how we ripple out. We talk about this all the time. So anyways, guys, okay, amazing. You love the outfit. Cool. I'll tell you what, you'd put a ring on it. Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure most every normal person in the world wouldn't have fumbled that ass. But sometimes, I picked up on something super weird. Sometimes some people need so much attention that they go and they have to get more ass and more ass and more ass and more ass. And like, this is what I talk to you guys about all the time is like, sex is a sacred energy exchange, right? And you can have a spiritual entity attachment from people that are all fucking each other because they're taking on everybody's trauma. Like real next level love and connectivity comes from commitment, either to yourself, and this could be just being with yourself or just being with one person, because you can't really get involved. You can't really go to depths when you're running around, and you're also like not just picking up weird diseases. But yeah, I picked up on this. Someone is really sick from something that they got from and somebody may be doing some weird stuff like with older, like much older people for change. You guys, you don't like, you got to have skills out there. Okay, you got to have more skills to pay the bills than just pumping for thrills, okay? You guys, if you are here, you are really high level, high vibrational, enlightened part of the collective, okay? Everybody that's incarnate on the earth right now is really here for big fucking things. And this my little buddy over here, Ganesha, right? I'll bring him out. He's fucking awesome. I love this Ganesha. I have some black pearls on him. Which that fucking Ukrainian kid has the long strand of black pearls, which is like, dude, that's like $3,000, bro. Like, get the fuck out of my face, just for the pearls. Let's not even go into the 10 pieces of my clothing and the bathing stuff. Blah blah blah. We're not gonna go. But Ganesha is all about removing obstacles, and this was the energy that I was really picking up on, and this is what was really coming through strong for the collective is that it's like the karmic slapback. So while they've been doing things really like putting in all their time, attention, energy, money, everything, really hardcore going at it, attempting to fuck with collective flow, um, that does have a slapback. Let me see if I can get you guys closer so I don't have to yell so much. That does have a serious slapback. It does have a clapback. And the reality of it is like somebody would like people were talking yesterday about doing some weird spell work and stuff, and I told them I don't do spell work. I teach people cleansing rituals, protection spells, things like that. But I know that there's repercussions, there's karmic repercussions. So where they could have put out some type of energy on collective to kind of make them um what do you call it? To kind of make them feel crazy or obsessed or do all these weird things, like that's now coming back. Okay. It's coming back. It's coming back really quick, and it's not feeling so good for them. And like it's making them, like, I'm picking up on physically sick. Someone could be having like some type of stomach. I was picking up on stomach issues, like maybe like irritable bowel or diarrhea, something like this. So I'm not sure if that's just like karma delivering it to them, or if that's like something that they really wish, that they really wanted you to be super sick, you know? Um, I don't know about everybody else in the collective, but they were doing some crazy shit, attacking me and poisoning me and my cat. And so, every time that I experience something like that, I would just say, make a prayer to the universe and say, please return this sevenfold, tenfold. So if anybody who even has the intention to poison, anybody who has the intention to hurt, to harm, to scathe, to maim, uh, to shoot. Like someone tried to shoot and the fucking gun fired back, bro. It exploded in their stomach. I'm telling you, I've seen some weird shit in the last 6 to 9 months. And that's why, because I want to keep my channel, not just a channel here, but my channel super in tune. And something that you guys are going to realize if you're actually out here doing the light work and doing all the work, something that you're really going to realize is that even if you've known people, even if you love them, even if they're your family, your friends, it doesn't really matter. If you're vibrating on a different frequency, you have to recognize that and you have to say, you do you. That's great for you. I love that for you. For me, that's not going to work. And you have to stick to that. And you can't just be like, oh, okay, well, hopping on the bandwagon because everybody else is on the bandwagon. That's definitely not how it. What is this? Oh, it's the secondary string. That's definitely not how. That's definitely not how it works out. And people just have to be aware. I mean, I guess you don't have to be aware. You could just go about being a fucking ignoramus, but to each his own. So, anyways, I love that I have my little meditation space back. Okay, let me move you guys closer to make sure I don't have to keep fucking yelling at you. And I don't like that it cuts off my head. Okay. God, I am like Rudolph. I don't want to play it. I don't want to play in any of your reindeer games. Can't sit here. I don't want to sit there. So, you guys, it's so funny. Okay. Come on. Come on now. Come on now. Okay. I need you guys. I need to see. I don't like it when it cuts off my head. Can you chill? Can you chill? Chill. Okay. And look at how much better my beautiful curl pattern is. Salt water. If you guys have curly hair, at all, salt water is amazing for your curly hair. What are you guys saying? Sorry, I'm gonna try to look and see what you guys are saying before I get in here. You say amen to that. Top of the day. It's evening here. It's 9. It's 9:09 p.m. Spiritual warfare. Yeah, 100%. Super clear and radiating in harmony. Yeah. Thank you. You guys so sweet. I love all your lovely comments. Yeah, but it is spiritual warfare, and it's a choice, right? It's a choice that we choose to make or to not make. To each his own, right? But I'm like, no, because right now there's so much stuff that's showing up because of this, and so either it's basically like this it's like I was talking about this yesterday. It's like the final boss, and it's like either we're yeah, Kali Ma. It's like, okay, So just when you're at the precipice of change, just when you're at the precipice of getting to the next phase, right? It's this facing fear. She's the destroyer, but she's also like a mother that's birthing things, right? Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. So what happens is like this, right? So when you're like, yeah, all this stuff, like you feel it. It's like, I feel it coming. I feel it coming, and it's like you're feeling it. You're like, I feel it, but I don't see it. But you don't. It's like you don't quite see the return of the reality. You don't quite see it. What? Oh, strange. You don't quite see the return of the reality shifting, but you feel it, and stay in that space. Stay in that that feeling, that felt space, knowing that it is actually shifting, because this is the last. It's like the last little hurdle. It's like, uh, because what's happening is, as we're staying in that vibrational frequency, and we're like, nah, like I know I'm about to be getting checks. I know I'm about to be getting um paid. I know what like I know something, like I've been doing all the work, and that's what they want, right? It's like what they want, what the universe is asking is like, are you sure you don't want to go back with these dumb people and do some dumb shit? Like, you sure you don't want to fuck it up and add some more karma and stay here a little bit longer? You sure you don't want to just like, it's like, do you really want to level up? And so this is why I say, like, commitment, right? Especially in divine partnership, whether it's being committed to yourself, to your soul's path and your soul's mission, or to another person, if you don't have the ability to be committed to something, especially another person, especially yourself or another individual, then actually, like, you're far from being like on the spiritual level, right? Because it's not just commitment, it's also like, it's also devotion, right? And it's like, I can't be devoted to myself if I'm fucking taking care, if I'm worried about every fucking body else and what they're doing, right? I can't be, it's like if you're a man or a woman, doesn't matter, right? It's like I can't be devotional to one person if I'm hanging out with a bunch of other people. It doesn't work like that. Like, it doesn't work like that, because what you're devoted to is the ego. What you're devoted to is the attention. What you're devoted to is the fixation, the instant gratification. You're just like, oh, well, I hang out with I hang out with this girl and that. I don't hang out with that girl when she's on her period because I don't want to deal with that. So then I just whatever. It's like, no, you're not a man, you're a child. You're a child, because you really seek that much exterior validation that you don't have the structure or the foundation or the commitment. And like, that's something, yeah, the divine director, look at that, boom. That's something that that the divine really sees and really rewards. Okay. So just like divine intervention sometimes prevents us from being around or running into certain situations, the divine intervention can work, it can work both ways, right? It goes both ways, kind of like us. No. Anyways, but it can go both ways to where it doesn't just it's not just always for good. It's like Ganesha, right? He's not just the remover of obstacles, he's also the placer of obstacles. So if needed, he'll place obstacles in your way, right? And sometimes for many of you guys, okay, for many of you guys, and I know especially myself, it's like, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I did all this work all this time, and then you drop this other, and it's just like, yeah, that was your final mission. And because you decided to not deal with the sociopathic narcissist, because you actually just cut it off instead of needing that exterior support, instead of needing the validation, instead of needing the group, instead of needing the community. It's like the way that they're showing me is like, it had to be that intense to actually make the final shift. And it had to be so they told me like two main things that were the download. And it was like, one was like, this is your karma or your dharma, but like, this is also the other person's. So let's say, for instance, for many of you guys in the collective, you may have had like a false flame or a fallen flame, right? Where somebody was like, it seemed like too good to be true, but then there was always this other stuff. And so you're like, yeah, 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 I'm just going to keep fighting. I'm just going to keep working through it because I know that some things are tough and I have to do a little bit more. And so that's a reality sometimes. But the thing is it was like, how long do you want to keep repeating the cycle? And when do you want to stop that cycle, right? Because only that which you allow is that which will continue. And so this was the big thing, you know, this was the constant like argument or whatever, I guess, that I had with the last dude. I can't even say my ex because apparently, even though we were living together for 2 years and friends for nearly six, like we never were actually dating or something. I don't really know. Strange, right? Anyways, some people can tell big fucking fables and whole fucking stories and have whole secondary lives and just do it all not for love, do it all for selfish, for greedy to suck the fucking life force energy. And so anyways, what I kept explaining to him is like, listen, this is your chance. Like, so it's like the universe is like, hey, do you want this treasure chest? Do you want this reward? That means you're going to have to fucking get rid of all the other things, right? And there was even a really strong channel from his dead father that came through. It was like, ever you can get everything you ever wished for. It's going to cost you everything you ever had. All the people, all the things, everything of your past, you're going to have to let go of in order to receive all the blessings for your future. And he was super on board for an extended amount of time and then just didn't want to, you know? And so that was a choice. But the thing is where that it became, so instead of it becoming both of our blessing, right? And our rewarding karma, our dharma together, instead we became the reverse for each other. So now what's going to happen or what's already happening is that's the super karmic fucking slap in the face, right? Like it's like they're getting their lesson, right? They're really like karma is really railing them right now and not in a pleasant way. And that's what they asked for, right? Because they were given the biggest blessing, right? They were given collective, they were given the divine feminine or the divine masculine, they were given that. And instead of stepping off of this fucking karmic stage and rising to the occasion to meet that vibrational frequency, they still wanted to entertain all this other dumb shit. So what happened is they stay fucking sucked like quicksand in that shit. And collective's like, okay, whatever. We'll go by ourselves, right? We're just going to go by ourselves. And this is really weird. But actually, we feel good because now we're not having all this weird succubus and incubus energy attached to us. And that's what was happening is they're having all these exterior attachments, whether it's validation, whether it's ego, whether it's someone being like, yeah, you don't need him, girl. You've got this. You can get anything you want, or vice versa. Like, oh, you don't need her. You could get any bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, but that's what they got is any bitch, but still a bitch. And the reverse, that's what they got, any dick, but that's all it is, dick. They're getting dicked around, like not in a nice way. And so this is the actual scenario, right? The divine director, though, intervention and purpose. So divine intervention is occurring. Know that you are being guided. Happiness is your perfect. Perfect. Happiness is perfect. Happiness is your purpose. Purpose. Why can't I say this? Perfect. Happiness is your purpose. And so this is really beginning to piss them off, right? Because collective is like, I'm happy. I'm good. If you're happy and you know it. And they're super unhappy because their intention wasn't for themselves to be happy. Their intention was to have everything and to take everything. And they didn't care that they were hurting other people. And there is a balance to that. And when you're doing spell work, when you're doing magic, when you're putting intentions out, right, there is this law of attraction and law of correspondence. So if their attention is to create a nasty outcome or to take something from somebody, and it didn't happen like that. Now it's coming back sevenfold, tenfold, and they're fucking freaking out. They can't do much about it. So, um, yeah, final countdown. Let no one be found among you who practices divination or sorcery. Well, I don't really agree with that because lots of people call tarot divination. Also, many people call this divination. And it is by definition, because in the English language at least, and the reality of that is something a little bit different. It's like you're not supposed to be um, cast spells. Yeah. Well, if you believe in a book, I'm gonna just block you because I don't really care what you have to say. Sorry. If you believe in a book that was written by the patriarchy to keep you in a systematic control, you can go and preach your Jesus shit somewhere else. Jesus was an ascended master, not a god, not a lord. He never lorded over anybody. That is, a lord is actually something that they created for tax brackets back in the day. So do your fucking research before you come on here preaching shit that you fucking AI'd on the fucking Bible, bro, when you don't even know. You don't even know. So, anyways, the word Lord itself was only for either higher level, higher echelons in royalty, Lord and Lady. And why? Because they owned property. They owned a farm, cattle, property. It was land, cattle, property, slaves, something like this. So I'm pretty sure that unless you're a sheep or a cattle or a piece of property, like, no, God doesn't, what? Own? Own? No. Nobody owns or owes anybody else. That's fucking ridiculous. That's fucking ridiculous. That's patriarchy. That's not sacred, okay? It's not sacred. It's patriarchy. Yeah, whatever. Normally I just hide people, but I just block that shit. Like go somewhere else, right? Like I don't really care. Hello from Alabama. Alabamers, where are you from in Alabamers? One of my best friends is from Alabama. That's how she talks like this. um So it's not about it's like you don't want to tap into dark stuff. And this is what I was talking about is as people start to use when they start to use darker magic or spell work or something like this, when they're actually using that, there is a fucking cash in. It's like the pay it forward, right? You use that, that's gonna come back because everything is energy. Everything is energy and vibration, right? Even Tesla and everybody says this. Energy, vibration, and frequency. So there's a vibrational frequency to the energy and the intentions that you're putting out. And so when you become aware of that, you understand things a little bit differently. And what you understand is that there is repercussions for doing bad, for putting bad intentions out, because you cannot gain, like, here's the thing, just like anything else, right? Just it's the golden rule, you guys. Do unto others as you would have others do to you. Okay. Um, so like imagine that's basically the best way to describe it, like the golden rule, right? So if you're like, you know what, I'm just gonna go around fucking everybody's shit up, and then you're like, I don't understand why all my shit's getting fucked up. Well, maybe because you've been fucking everybody's shit up. Like, I don't understand why everything's always going wrong. It's like because you want other people's shit to go wrong. Like eventually that's gonna come back around. Now it may not be directly, like I was talking about in the beginning, right? Like the people who you think should support you, that you were close to, that you supported, that were your family, that were your best friends, like they're not the ones that support you. They're the ones that are like, yeah, 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 we got you. But like when it all comes down to it, right? they're not the ones. But do we hyper fixate on, well, that motherfucking person didn't return the favor? Like, that's why this other kid was like, I'm doing this because I care and I'm a good human. But then as soon as like, thank you, I'm doing really like, I'm gonna take this as an opportunity and do something. It's like, well, you're not gonna be here to be my fucking mom anymore. Like, no, no, I'm doing my own life. I'm not here to babysit you. And then it was like, well, I fucking did something for you, so now you fucking owe me. Not reciprocal. I mean, it's not transactional, which means you cannot demand or expect something in return if you're giving. Now, if you're making a business deal and there's a trade or an exchange, that's different. But if you give, you cannot say honestly that you give or that you gave somebody something if you have an expectation of something in return. I saw today, this guy posted something and it was hilarious. And I was like, oh my God, this is so true. I never heard it so eloquently explained. And it was like, there is no such thing as friend zone. There is no such thing as a friend zone. Either, either you are a loyal friend and you care about that friendship and you're acting out of being a loyal, true friend, or you're a manipulator and you're putting little manipulative coins in, in the machine, whether it's a woman or a man, and you're putting little coins in the machine, hoping that your manipulation at some point in time, you're gonna get like a fucking slot machine, you're gonna get the payout. And then when they're like, oh, and you're like, well, let's do it. And you're like, wait, whoa, like, no, like, I don't want to lose our friendship. And then they're just like, they friend zoned me. And it's like, no. So you were manipulating, because if that's how you feel, then you weren't a friend in the beginning. You were only doing it to try to get something out of them. And that's manipulation, sir. That is narcissist. That's narcissism. That is straight up manipulation. That's sick. That's mind sickness. Okay? So we don't do things. I mean, like in life, I should hope, golden rule, we do unto others as we want others to do to us. So that's how we go about life. But it's not like, oh, well, I bought you a beer, so now you buy me a beer. Like, that's not how it goes, bitch. Like, oh, thank you so much. Sometimes it goes like that, and it's just out of a level of respect, I guess, as a beer, a drink or something like this, yes. But I'm just saying, like, if you do something for somebody, then someone else is going to do something for you. And 9 times out of 10, it's not that person that you did something for. And people get stuck. This person owes me. This person needs to give it back to me. When the reality is that person doesn't need to give you it. Like, what? Nobody owes or owns anybody else. We are physical, organic beings, sovereign beings. If somebody is with you, if somebody is in a relationship or a commitment with you, that's out of their basis of their choice. And if you're keeping them there based on manipulation, you're sick in the head. You're sick in the head. That's just a reality. For me, I've done I've studied so many years of psychology, sociology, psychotherapy, all of this, right? So um, yeah, since I was a teenager, since I was in high school, I used to take college classes and just be like, boom, boom, boom. Also, since I was small, because I had going on in my house, so I really, really learned. But the reality is the people that were doing something to, or pretending to love, or pretending to care, or doing something for their own return out of a state of manipulation, like that's what's happening to them. And don't you, wouldn't you know, guys, wouldn't you know that when the narcissist, when the abuser, when the same thing happens back to them, they're like, oh, how could somebody do this to me? And it's like, well, maybe that's what you needed to see. Maybe that's the mirror that you needed to see, guys. Not you guys, but whoever, whatever. But maybe that's the mirror that they needed to see. Maybe they just needed that fucking reality check of like, and it's like, oh, it's like, how could they? They said this about me and they did that. And it's like, well, actually, they said the truth. Like, you were out there running a smear campaign. But what's good for the goose ain't good for the gander all of a sudden? That's strange. Hmm. So again, pay it forward, be gracious, and don't treat people the same, right? You know what? You know how I've met so many famous people, how I've done so many epic things in my life is because I don't give a fuck how rich you are, how famous you are, what you know, what you have, what you do. I treat everybody the same. And if they return the respect, they continue to get it. If they disrespect the respect and their whatever, then either rinse out. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't give a fuck if you're my family, if you're my friend. I don't give a fuck. Rinse and repeat if necessary, because sometimes they fucking return like fucking psychopaths. So, anyways, you guys, it's a choice. And so this is like the last phase of the last thing where it's like, are you sure you don't want the, are you sure you don't want the thing? I was laughing today, you guys. You guys ever seen Ace Ventura? I was laughing today so fucking hard. I didn't watch Ace Ventura, but I just had like this bleep pop into my head, and it was like he was like le who ze her, and I was like, oh my god, that's so funny because that's what happened. Like the loser they lose her, right? Like the etymology, the breakdown of words is fucking epic sometimes. And anyways, I had a really good laugh about it. But it's like only that which you allow is that which will continue. So if you're like, listen, this is where you have to meet me, and they're like, yeah, well, I'll meet you over here, and you're like, I don't nah. There's not an escalator, there's not a slide. I'm not taking the slide down because then I have to walk back all the way up this fucking Everest tower of stairs to get to where I'm at. Like, nah, I already did all the work to get up here. If you want to hang out with me, you're gonna have to fucking walk your ass up those stairs and fucking come here where I'm at the top on the view, bro. Like the view is nice up here. I ain't trying to redo that fucking trek because you didn't do it. Like you need a buddy to do it with? No, fool. You fucking walk your ass up. I ain't walking my ass back. I ain't fucking double taking. I ain't fucking spinning the block, bitch. No. The Holy Spirit, expect miracles. So, guys, for the collective, so for this karmic energy, this shit is slapping back super hard. And for the collective, the Holy Spirit, expect miracles. Remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. So when you're in the space of love, whether it's just self love or whether it's just where, no matter what type of love it is, when you're just like, you know what? Like to me, I was like, oh, I love the waterfall. Oh, I love the people. Oh, I love the nature. Oh, I love the beach. Whatever. Like I just like just driving around so much that I burnt my own nose. Like I'm pretty brown in general, so for me to get burnt, like it's just from driving in the middle of the day out here. Bali is on. We're like 8 degrees south of the equator, so it's super 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 hot in the middle of the day here. Um, I will. I'm not on my knees. I'm on a. This is a meditation pillow actually, but because I have a spinal thing, I sit on top of two pillows. Okay? But they're a little bit bigger than this, so I'm trying to get them in the center, so I'm not like on the edge. See how this one I'm on the edge and this one I'm not. Actually, I'm gonna adjust. My beautiful friend made this cool meditation pillow. I got it from her before she passed away. Before these fucking sick fuck. Before this ring, sick fucks took her out because she was making really dope stuff. Actually, sending love to Michelle up above my little butterfly. Um, you know what's worse than you know what's worse than AI is people that have nothing better to do than to talk shit on other people when they're actually doing something. How does that saying go? Those who aren't doing it should get the fuck out of the way of the people who are. Because if you were doing your own fucking thing, you wouldn't be worried about what somebody else was doing their own thing. Like everybody that wants to be here is here because they want to be here. If you don't want to be here, fucking go and watch some other goddamn feed, you guys. What the fuck? Like it's like you just really need attention. You must not get attention. Maybe you have your own YouTube channel or your own shit and nobody gives you attention, so you come where there's more people that are happy, where there's more likes, where there's more likes than there is fucking viewers. It doesn't matter. Like it really doesn't matter. So, anyways, um, thank you. Is it Trianita? Trianita. That's a fucking cool name. You're so beautiful. Thank you. Your name is beautiful. Just an alchemist. Liquid Skittle. That's a cool handle. Amazing. Um, I don't do dark magic. Absolutely not. Um, yeah, those friends are simps. They just want to hit and quit. Yeah, but that's the thing is because they can't be honest with themselves or with what they want. See, like if they were just honest up front, they're just like, damn, girl, like, like I had like so many of my dude, like all my dude friends, like even the ones that are kind of narcissistic, right? So many of them are like, what do you call it? They're just like that. They have no problem. They have no problem. I was leaving a message for one of my really good friends, Bacon. He had a baby recently, and he was like, all these people are saying all this stuff, but he would always say the funniest shit when we were at fest like a decade ago. Okay, not to be insulting if him and his lovely little family is watching, like, but he would always just be like, damn, girl. He was like, damn, that ass is so fine. Like, I would suck a fart right out of it, And the girl would be like, for real? That's so absurd and that's so gross. But then they'd just be like, all right, like, this fool isn't afraid to just like step over that line. Because when people are that blatantly honest and they're just kind of like joking about it, but not like hurting somebody, not like attacking, but just being like, bro, like that ass. So, it changes it. And so because these people didn't want to be honest, now they're angry having a tantrum because they were too chicken shit to say what they really wanted in the first place. Now, 9 times out of 10, guys, uh, in case for all the men out there, right? For actually all the men out there, women decide within the first like 5 minutes of meeting a man, or even the first 15 seconds of seeing a man, if she's ever gonna whatever. And the only thing that changes that is his authenticity, his honesty. So if you're just like, damn, like, I don't know if you would ever like let me have a chance, but like I'm here for it or not. Like, if you just want me to be your friend, like that's cool because you are shining, and I want to be around that however I can. But if I could be like more around that, that would be way cooler. And the chick would be like, oh damn, because you know how much bullshit we get from men in general, where it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this. No, I'm telling you, like, bro, like better to just say what it is than fucking running your mouth because that doesn't get anywhere. It doesn't get anybody anywhere except for fucking crying, wanking it in the corner by yourself when you could have probably had a shot had you actually just, you know, taken the shot from the beginning. So better to just be like, you know, and that is the reality. Who said this? Yeah, Johnny. These aren't, yeah, they're not friends. Like, I mean, the real people are just gonna always keep hitting on you. Like, I do have some friends that be like, if you ever get rid of that boyfriend, like, or that were friends with me before the boyfriend, they're just like, listen, I'm always here in case you ever need backup dick, like, just never hesitate to call. And like, even though we laugh it off, it's like I know that position that person holds, right? And now it's not weird or creepy because it's like, and they're not like trying to manipulate or creep because they already fucking put it on the table. You know what I'm saying? They're just like slapped it right down the table. Just like, it's just that, just letting you know, store's open in case you need to know. Like, it's there. You're like, fucking thank you. In case I need a 24-hour convenience store, I know who to call. But like, that's the problem. It's like, this is the issue that people kind of go. Um, hello, beautifuls. Hello, queens and kings out there. Thank you for all the gorgeous comments. I don't understand what that comment means. That's right, you're a mirror. Yeah, send blessings to the trolls. Smoochy poochies. Trolls. Thank you. Are you from Philly? You Philadelphia? Where's the Philly Nation? You Philly or what? um, none. Is that what it is? What is dark magic? Using the word dark for harmful? No. Well, it's like light and dark, right? So it's not really like, well, actually, when I muscle test, I'm like, are they a good witch or a bad witch? Are they a good warlock or a bad warlock? Like, what is it? But dark, so I live in Bali, Indonesia, and they practice both white, light, and dark or black magic. And when they're practicing black magic, it means that they're summoning other types of entities or demonic entities. They don't care. They're just like, I need an exterior source, which means they can be sucking it through sex magic, through polyamory, through orgy, whatever, through different things, through chaos, through other things. And they have no preference. They're like, I need power and I don't care who it hurts in the process. Light or white magic, like what I work with, light magic, is it's much different because um, we don't ever have the intention. Like I put out, that's why I put out the spell, the prayer in the beginning, the protection spell, and ask for all the higher frequency vibrational beings to be here to protect us, to bless us. That's why. That's exactly why. It's not that the word dark, because they're out of the darkness comes light. So it's not that we need all of that to have more light. It's just we still live in a space of polarity, right? We still live in this universe is still polarity. So, hopefully that will come to an end. But also, like as we level up in frequency, right, in vibrational frequency, as we go fourth, fifth densities out of the third density out of 3D, we will start to notice that the higher beings that are vibrating higher, that sometimes there is, like, let's say, angels and demons, right? Not all not all demons are evil, and not all angels are angelic. Let me break that down so you can kind of understand. Now, there is certain forces that are meant to be catalysts, that are meant to make things happen in order for people to receive, right? To get the karma, to learn the lesson, right? And we already agreed with this ahead of time, ahead of coming into this, into incarnation. We agreed that we would have these different, what do you call it? These different lessons from these different people in these different ways in order for our soul's evolution. So it's like this. So no, like I said, I don't cast spells. I don't do anything against anybody else. I teach people only how to do cleansing and protection, and that's it. Because there is a balance. And even when people are like, oh, well, can you give me a love? Like, fuck no. I know I've read, like, I have over here the Witch's Bible. I know how to do all kinds of shit. Okay. I've read so many different books on so many different things, not because I wish to harm anybody, because I like to be educated, because I like to understand all aspects, right? I'm a triple Scorpio, so I need to know I need to know everything. But the reality is everything has a karmic balance, especially magic. And most people that are doing fucking dirt spells, freezer spells, weird fucking shit like that, candle magic, sex magic, chaos magic, anybody who's doing that, if they're not doing it in a sacred manner, there is a heavy price that they have to pay. And most people get them to go along with it or to do these things, and they're not understanding. Most people aren't understanding. Most people that are pretending to practice witchcraft or pretending to do whatever, they have zero fucking cognitive understanding of what the repercussions for what they're doing actually is, or what it actually could be. And so that's why I'm just like, no, when people are like, just do this, and I'm like, fuck no, bro, I'm good. I've cleared all of my karma. I'm good. There's nothing, there's nothing, nothing that could make me want to hurt or harm or attack or give people anything, any capacity to do that to anybody else. No. You want to do it, you go out, you fucking study, you figure it out, you fucking put that shit on your back. You fucking carry that monkey and that fucking stone on your back. You do that Atlas shit. You sit there and you fucking hold up the world and be like, why is this so heavy? How long do I have to hold it up? Like that's like these people, what I was picking up on is they're going to be paying back this karmic debt for fucking incarnation, like hundreds or thousands of incarnations. Like it's the slapback is gonna be real because it's a spiritual, yeah, strong ringing in the ear. It's a spiritual, um, it's not just on the physical. Now there is physical. Now people are getting hurt, getting sick, going to jail, doing all kinds of weird shit. There is a lot that's happening on the physical level, but there's also spiritual retribution. And this is we're souls. This is just a meat sack. So physical retribution, this isn't even all real. Imagine that. So on the higher level, the higher ups, that's where it's coming into play. And that's where it gets fucking scary. That's what you don't want to fuck with. The things that are kind of on the unseen level. So yeah, you don't want to deal with that. Um so hopefully that helps. Thank you, Mitchell. You love your work 100%. Hey, can I be your friend? Okay. You want to be friends? Where do you live? You want to hang out? You want to hang out? Emotional and micro cheating. Why can't I date women who have tons of guy friends? Well, it depends, right? It depends. Um, are you honest? Are they honest with it? Right? Like when like the last guy that I dated, like I was like, hey, this is my like actually every person I've ever dated. I've been completely transparent, like not to hurt their feelings. So if they were meeting another friend or somebody else, but it's like, oh yeah, we used to date like a long time ago, or oh yeah, we had a whatever, but like, but it's totally cool. Like there's nothing between us, right? But I just want to be clear about that. And if you ask them, they're going to be direct with you about it too because they know I just fucking say everything. So they're not going to try to fucking hide or lie. And then if for some reason they do, then you know that they're still in this thought is still in the back of their mind. And like that's the psychology of it. That's the psychology of understanding, right? Um, but I mean, for me now, I just like to be honest, I would say about 98% of my male friends, like we've never done anything together. Like it's never been a thing. Now, again, if I was like, hey, you want to fuck, they would probably be like, yeah. They might. I mean, if they weren't dumb, they would maybe hop on the opportunity. I'm not exactly sure, but many of them, like I had one really good friend. And he came back to me after a while. It took him like a long time. He was like, I'm sorry. He was like, you're like a sister to me. And, da, 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 da. And he was like, I just want to say, like, I felt bad for like that one time, like so many years ago when we like hooked up and it was so like, I was so blah, 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 blah. And you're like a sister and you're a goddess. And like, he literally was holding on to it for years, like feeling like he violated like our sacred like family bond or something. And he was like, I don't know. I was like, why didn't you tell me this before? We could have talked it out. He's like, I don't know. But he was like, I fucking feel so much better now. Like I feel like we could be friends now. And I was like, bro, we were never not friends. Like that was just a thing. And then I had to explain to him what he didn't understand is at that moment when that happened, like even though the way he's processing it now, knowing like how spiritual we both are, like that actually helped me to heal a lot of different things that he didn't even understand. And it wasn't, um, like, so the way he was like, fuck, I didn't realize. And I was like, yeah, you didn't really realize because you had the same name as this person that was really fucking crazy. And I couldn't even hear that name before. I was like, so actually you reframed it to being a whole different experience. And now I can hear that name. Now I can whatever and da 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 da. And I'm not so traumatized by it directly. And so you never know, right? And this is how karma works. Like where it can be his lesson because he didn't claim that. Now it's like the same on the back end, right? Like that, oh, like that was, you know? And so that's kind of what it is. Like the Ganesha, that's the Ganesha energy, is sometimes it removes obstacles for some and places obstacles for others. And until you do that work, it doesn't work. Now, at this point, the divine intervention is coming into play because collective has done their work. And because you've done work, 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 um, you're getting rewarded, you guys. I was hearing like slot machines, like I was hearing like just fucking coins pouring out, and then I was hearing what is that? The Pink Floyd song, you know, Money. I was hearing this song so fucking avidly. It was like money, but you know in the beginning where it's like and it's like the sound of just like the cash register and it coming out, like that's basically what's going on. So the thing is when you haven't done, to whoever who said this, heavier than heaven. You know, the thing is when you go, I want to address this because I think it's important, because I think many people, especially spiritually, like it can there can be a very there can be a very fine line of, sometimes people keep other people around because they need that attention or that energy or whatever, but also sometimes people are actually like really good, um uh like for instance, my friend that I kept around, like we were both really amazing artists and we have fucking made art for like a long, like years and years and years. And we really like, you know, sometimes you need that one person that's like an inspiration, that's inspiring you, right? Because sometimes you're always the inspirer, but you're never feeling inspired. And so when you have like those just those few people that are like that, it's like sometimes you have to keep them in that space. Um, but the reality is you have to go in and you have to ask yourself, why do I feel uncomfortable? Where did someone else betray me? Or where did I betray somebody else? Or are you thinking because that person's doing that thing that it's okay to maybe betray, that like you're going to go and start talking to your ex-girlfriends or something like that because they're still friends with their dudes? Or like, you know, like what is it? And then you would have a conversation. You would need to sit and have a conversation and be like, listen, like I would like to express this to you. And this is again what I was talking about before. If people were honest up front, like if you were honest and saying, I have a really hard time, like I have a lot of jealousy, I have a really hard time dating people, like dating women that have a lot of guy friends. I'm not sure if it's because someone betrayed me. I'm not sure if it's an inner insecurity. Maybe it's a little both, or maybe it's just a fear. I'm not sure. And if you were to express that to a non-narcissistic person, to an actual person that's attempting to have a relationship with you, they would be like, "Oh my God, okay, thank you for sharing that. I'm going to make sure to go out of my way to be attentive to that." But if they don't know, and if you're letting it fucking build up inside of you until you fucking freak out or you go fuck somebody else or you're so jealous that you explode, then that's on you because you didn't speak up in the beginning, right? Because you didn't express. And sometimes we don't know in the beginning until something happens. And then once something happens, then we know, and then we can speak up about it. But it's so important to communicate. It's so important. Like transparency and authenticity, honesty is so important. It's so important because how is somebody going to know, right? Like, let's say, for instance, let's say I made somebody a baked good, right? And I was like, I fucking love this because where all my taste buds are, it's like fucking firing. And they're just, I'm like, this is so good, isn't it? And they're just like, yeah, it's really good. I love it. It's so good, you know? And they bullshit. And then, so what happens is every month I'd make them the thing. And I'm like, oh my God, I made your favorite. And they're like, oh my God, thank you. But they hate it. And this is where the difference between, this is like spiritual bypassing, this is like spiritual bypassing 101, where it's just like you can't just be positive love and light. You can be like, ah, it's good, you know, it's good, like it's, but it's, I don't know if it's my favorite, I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's definitely tasty. But actually, actually, I don't really like chocolate that much. I prefer like fruity things, or actually, I don't like gluten. I prefer whatever, you know? And once you speak that, then somebody is going to, if they actually give a fuck about you, they're going to cognitively process that and be like, oh, okay, they didn't like that. So now I'm going to try something, I'm going to make something different. And I'm going to keep trying to make different things. And then when they know, oh, you like this, then they're going to be like, oh, you like that, try this, you know? Oh, you liked when I wore that thing? Oh, cool. How about this thing? And if you're just like, oh yeah, yeah, you look great and everything, like you can like it's so much better to be honest. Now, of course, like don't just go around telling people that they're fucking ugly or fat, and you just be like, I could, I don't know, like I've seen you wear things that were more flattering. You know, you don't have to be like, bitch, that makes you look fucking ugly or fat. Like, you don't have to hurt somebody to be honest. You could be like, I don't know if it's the most flattering thing I've seen you wear. And then, but you follow it up by, oh, but I really liked that color. Or what I really feel like you felt good and look good in was something like this, right? Instead of insulting. And that's like the, the people pleaser to the actual honesty. And that's how we can kind of change, right? That's how we can kind of move through it. Um, Topher, you're a double Aries and your rising is Scorpio. You must always be wanting to get shit done. You're like ready to do it. Yeah, fuck yeah. I hope so. Hey, hi Heidi. How you doing? Um, we don't talk about shit like this here. This isn't a fucking, I don't need sex bots and I don't need people. Like that's like I'm an empress, I'm a universe, I'm a divine feminine. You don't ask to see things because you can't. That costs you a whole fucking commitment. That costs you a whole fucking eternity commitment. So unless you got a fucking ring and all kinds of other things, don't be asking women to see things. That's rude. It's disrespectful. Learn your lesson. Okay? That one's for free. That's a favor for you. That could be why you maybe don't get pussy or you don't get to see titties. Because if you were making women feel comfortable, like to be honest, women like to be naked most of the time. But the only reason why they're not is because men are either creepy or because they're like, you're a fat ass, like whatever. It's either one end of the spectrum or the other. So just give a compliment and don't ask for something. Again, you're a fucking manipulator because you're just like, oh, you are that guy that we've been talking about. Who are you? Protect. Hello from Belfast. Hey. Belfast is Serbia? Yeah, something like this. Um, if yo, hey Fina. You're a Virgo woman. Capricorn blocked you, ghosted you, feels he's through karma trauma now. Yeah. And so sometimes that happens. Sometimes that happens, but that everybody has to learn their lesson. Just if you remove them or he removed you, sometimes I have to learn that. You hate that with the same name. Wait, what? What are you talking about, Heidi? I hate that with the same name. Michael is yours. You know what's really funny is the first dude I ever dated was named Mike, and also the last. I was like having a good laugh about that actually, fucking yesterday or this morning. Uh, Toes, you're gonna have to go back to earlier because I'm not standing up. I'm wearing it. I'm wearing it. I'm not. I already did it before. I stood up. You gotta fucking go watch from the beginning, sir. Like this isn't a sex site, okay? Again, don't ask for something. Don't act like you. You didn't even give me shit. Did you even make a donation for just anything? unless you gave something, unless you've already given something, don't fucking ask anybody for anything. That's just, especially not a woman. Women are meant to be in receiving mode. So the only thing you should be asking is there something I can do for you? Or what would I have to do? What would I have to do for you to be able to see your cute little piggy toes like that? But this is fucking my spiritual channel, so don't, like, I don't do weird sex shit. I don't do that shit. Like, I reserve that for partnership. So you asked this guy, he said no love could be involved. Chagong. Um, I don't know what you're talking about, Schmunky. Did it happen to you? Can you make tiramisu? What is Bali's best known dessert? I can make tiramisu. I've been making that since I was a kid. I love it. My grandmother taught me. Her mother was, when she first came on the boat over here from Italy, she had her own restaurant. I mean, she came over as a baby, but then she had her own restaurant in New York. So yeah, I've been cooking and baking and stuff. Literally, I swear to God, um, since I was like 3, I had a high chair that had step stool, and I would push it from one side and carry the pot of water to boil the pasta to do whatever. And so yeah, I learned how to make tiramisu, I think, when I was about 4 or 5. I love doing it with the little lady fingers. Um, what's Bali's best known dessert? I would say probably pisang goreng, and I know that sounds really funny, but pisang is actually like a banana, a sweet banana, and goreng is fried. Um, I would think that that's probably like their most well known fried banana. um, that looks great on you. You were ghosted after 9 years. Fuck, that's fucking crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, well, you never know, right? You never know. Same thing happened to me when I came out here. I came out here and I was making a joke to the dude I came out here to meet, and he was like, "That's it." I think he was just like having a day, having a moment, or something like that. And he's like, "That's it. This is the ending. I'm blocking you for this one." And I was like, "What?" I totally didn't understand. Me and the other dude, and it wasn't like a guy that was trying to fuck. It was like one of his what that work that he, and I went and met him because Balinese, and he's teaching me Balinese, and so we were just joking because he was also a Scorpio, I was also a Scorpio, but the other dude was Cancer, and so Cancers obviously are much more sensitive, so they don't have the same sense of humor. Like Scorpios are just like we're really punny in that way, right? Not everybody's sense of humor is different. So now let's get some cards for the karmic. Let's do these ones. You want which ones? Okay, this one. I was asking me to get this one before. Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. Okay. Don't normally use these decks, but sometimes. First, they want me to get this. Okay. We're gonna put these up here so they're out of my damn way. Sorry guys, I have everything down now because I was like here in the whole space. So we're gonna put this back up. I guess we'll put it down here. Put it in the book area. Put it in the book area so you guys can see. Okay. Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. So what is the wisdom from the Hidden Realms? Let's take 2 cards. I'm going to do something a little bit different here today. I'm going to do one side is going to be for the karmic and one side is going to be for the collective. And we're going to see what that has to say. So, messages, karmic. Woo. The Horse King, assistance, control. 6. So, where they were pretending to have assistance, it was actually for control because the energy of 6 is about giving and receiving. So, yeah, assistance or control. So yeah, they may have been pretending this is very narcissistic in nature. Ooh, they may have been pretending to assist when really it was just a matter of having control. And then for the collective, the spirit whisperer, divine guidance, higher knowing. Guys, energy of 3. You guys are manifesting something much higher. Okay, do we need another? One for the karmic. And one for the collective. You guys, I literally can't make this up. So for the karmic, the resting tree, patience, stillness, 22. They are now in the state where they were running around and needing all the attention and the energy and everything before, while collective was there by themselves, doing everything by themselves, staying in, maybe being a little bit more hermit. And they were laughing. I'm picking up, I'm hearing like this fucking crazy laughing. They were laughing and they were getting other people to laugh at you. They were like they were like buddying people up against it, against collective. And so now they're there. You see this girl? She's like there in fetal position, like on this floating thing in this swamp with just like these candles around her. And that was their energy. Now they're in this space. They are being forced they're being forced to have to practice patience, and it may not be something that they're too good at. They don't know how to do that. It's like I'm getting from I gotta bring it down a little bit. I'm getting from many of you, from many of them, they're they may not have had the ability or the self-control. Obviously, it seems to be the ongoing theme here, right? Is they didn't have the ability to have self control, to be patient, to sit with themselves. And now they're in this space where they have to sit with themselves and they're really seeing who they are and they're not liking it. They're not liking it at all, you guys. They're not liking it. Where before they thought they were the king, they thought they were running all the show. Now they're feeling like in this uh, fetal position. And collective is over here like the spirit whisperer following the inner guidance and the chess queen. Trust and strategizing, 30. So again, there's 2 3s, 33 here. This is manifestation. Okay, we need another one. Okay, can you give me one more for the karmic? Oh, and one more for the collective. Whoa. Oh, come on. The Metal King, discipline, armor, boundaries, 37. Yeah, 10. So before, where they were supposed to be being disciplined, right? And having boundaries, now they're being forced. For many of you guys, they could be locked behind bars because I'm not seeing this as a suit, or they could be in their own what do you call it? They could be in their own mental prison, in their own like, but yeah. See how the face can't be seen, and it's like he doesn't know if he's coming or he's going or what's going on. Hiding. They were hiding a mask. They were hiding behind a mask. And for collective, look at how beautiful this is. The eyes of beauty, positive expectations and clarity. 25. This is 7, another lucky number. So collective is in this beautiful space of saying, yes, I see what is beautiful. I'm calling in everything that is for me, everything that is meant for me. And if that means that I have to lose things, even people that I thought I loved, even family, even whatever, friends, communities, things, It could be jobs, it could be physical things. Even if you have to, that's kind of what it is. You got to be okay with it, guys. We're gonna go to the good tarot. Okay, hold on. Now I moved. I have to read it. No, I have to read this. Sorry. I've got to read just. I can't move. Okay, so we're gonna use the good tarot because these look like super, super good cards from the collective side. We're gonna use the good tarot on this side, and we are going to use. I think this is the Tarot of Dreams. Yeah, Tarot of Dreams. This one. Maybe I need to bust the book out. Maybe we might need to know. So what is this? What is going on? Yeah, they had a choice. So you guys, this keeps coming out over and over and over again. I'm gonna try to move closer to this. So this keeps coming out over and over and over again. Okay, it's like they were given the option to step on this higher path, on this forward path. They were really given the option to the red pill or the blue pill option, and they didn't. They didn't go. They chose. Okay, they didn't choose either path. They chose to stay on the fence. They chose, see these little floating steps? They choose to stay over here, knowing that both those doors were open and glowing. And they're just like, oh, I can go back there and walk through that door anytime that I want. And I'm going to see which one is best and then go. But that's not how it works. You have to, it's not just like blind faith, but you have to, what's the word? Not submit, but you have to surrender. If you want to receive like super divine blessings, you guys, you have to be willing to surrender your control, your human control, right? You have to be willing to surrender your human control. You can't just consistently try to be running it. Okay. So let's see what they have to say. Whoa. Let's look at this. Can you see this? What is the collective experience, or the karmic experiencing right now? They are experiencing major tower moments, major tower moments. Okay, so what is the tower moments that they're experiencing? They tried to steal your wish or your dream, and now their dreams aren't coming through. They're not coming true. We have the star in reverse. We have the Six of Cups in reverse, and we have the Nine of Cups in reverse. So it means where they thought, okay, so where they thought that they could take your wish or your dream, they thought they could cash in on what you already worked for, collective. That's not how it works. And they may have tried to cause, they actually probably did. They try to control or assist in causing a lot of these towers for you, but that's not what's happening. It's backfiring. Okay. And where they thought they were working with trusted people, this could have been family members, friends, people that they considered close. They were working with them. Okay. This is like brother, sister, mother, something like this, or people, or again, this is like what I was saying in the dude that I was with before. In his case was I'm gonna keep protecting these people because I've known them all along instead of protecting and fighting for this beautiful thing that I have, you know, I'm going to stay stuck in my past. And that's really what the divine is testing us on. And this is the divine intervention. If you're like, listen, I surrender, I surrender knowing that I'm going to keep doing what's right. And I'm not just going to fall back. I'm not just going to be sad. I'm not going to let my ego, I'm not going to let the fear, I'm not going to let the separation, I'm not going to let the attacks, I'm not going to let other people make me feel sad or less than, like that's what people try to do here all the time. Like the other day, if you guys were here, people are just fucking trolling like mad. And why? Because they wanted to try to get a reaction out of me. They wanted to try to hurt my feelings. They wanted to try to talk shit on me and work for. I was like, listen, I grew up in a family of narcissists. There's nothing anybody can say to make me feel like shit about myself anymore. It's not going to happen. 0%. And so all of this happy, they thought they were going to get this fucking, for many of you guys, they could be really drowning in some type of addiction, some type of, especially like alcoholism. Strong. I'm picking up strong on that. Because these three cards is like upside down and it's all like this glass is being poured. Yeah, they're really suffering because they didn't do the work, because they refused to do the work. Okay. The Eight of Coins and upright is like, I'm doing the work, I'm training, I'm doing the work, I'm going to be better to do it. Like, yeah, they didn't do the work. They were offered to do the work, but they didn't want to do the work. They wanted to take collective's happy ending. Yeah, that was fucking foolish. That was really fucking foolish. Because the thing is that wasn't their, that was never their cup to receive. That was never their cup to receive. They're just like, oh, well, I'm going to take your opportunity from you because I missed my opportunity. No, you got what you work for, which was nothing. You got a fucking what is it? Play stupid game, like ask, yeah, play stupid games, get stupid rewards or whatever, you know, like like something like this is what they're kind of telling me. And it's like where they're just like, yeah, they're sitting there and they're super waiting. They're like, yeah, I'm gonna receive that offer that there's that collective's supposed to get. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that. And they're staying hyper focused on it instead of the three that they need to fucking focus on. And that's why they're in reverse. Yeah, they're completely out of balance. They're completely out of whack, you guys. Something that was said, something that collective said, or something that somebody said, or an action. Actually, I'm picking up. They may be so possessed. Okay, so they may be so demonically possessed because they may be fucking all these other people, doing some weird sex work, something like this. I'm picking up on this. Fucking older people or sucking older people. Ugh, strange for change. Oh, my other reader friend was talking about this, but this is really coming up. Um, a Libra. Ooh, yeah, his supposed mother. I don't think it was his mother. I think it was one of his like super older lovers, and she was like 25 years older, and he's like 50. So just put that out there for a minute. Ooh. Anyways, yeah, some type of action was said or done. Yeah, by this Libra. But or it could have been also by somebody else. I know what I'm picking up on is this person, this air sign, strong Libra energy. They try to do something. They try to say or do something that started a bunch of this, and now they're losing all their money or have lost all their money. They're in debt, and the karmic is sitting here like this. They're both sitting there like that. Fuck. Why did I do this? And they're, I think actually they're having a big fight about it. Yeah, they're having a huge fucking fight about it. Yeah, they're having a huge fight about it. And he's pissed because they're pissed because they have no more options. They were trying to be like, you have plenty of options. You can do what. Okay. This other person that was working with them, this other karmic, strong Libra energy. The other karmic was telling the karmic, yeah, it's cool. You can get fucking paid. Just put in work. Look at her. She's like an old fucking lady, the little dog. Your little dog gets you, and your little dog too. Yeah, like this, right? She is actually the evil. She is the evil. She is the evil witch. And she's sitting here pretending like she's good. Like she's all fucking Amish and shit, but that ain't the fact. That ain't the fact. She's the one that created the sex demon. And now what's going on is this demon is causing, yeah, fuck. This demon is gonna it's like an attachment, a demon or attachment or something like this. And what's gonna happen is it's gonna do something bad. So this could be where the sexually transmitted demon or disease or whatever entity entered. Yeah, and now they're in this fucking nightmare and it's now attacking them. It may actually make them do something, say something that they don't mean to say, maybe because some type of truth spell or something like this, or do something that they didn't mean to do. some type of action, and it's going to get them trapped. Trapped. They're trapped. They're already fucking trapped. They're having nightmares. They can't sleep. Yeah. They feel no love. No love. And they're just fucking fighting. They're just fighting and fighting and fighting, and they can't change it, and they're pissed. They're pissed because they lost their Queen of Cups. They're pissed because they lost somebody. They lost this happy ending. They lost this Palace of Coins. Yeah, death. Somebody could also be dying, but it's also like a death to the relationship, a death to their happiness, all because they decided to hold these secrets and lies because this other person told them that it was worth this fucking coin. Okay, guys. All right. Well, the karmic ain't doing so good, are they? Nope. Wheel of Fortune also in reverse. Yeah. Fuck. Yep. Temperance. So strong, Gemini, um, Gemini, uh, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Pisces, Pisces, Aries, Sagittarius. Strong, very strong. Hangman. Yeah. They could be hanging for this. Fuck. Again, naked and afraid. Because now everybody sees them for who they are. Yeah. And they're beyond this state of abandonment. Where they tried to do that to collective, it's now coming back like tenfold. And the mask that they were all wearing, the show that they were putting on, like that's like a narcissist's ultimate thing, is for people to see them for who they are. They love to keep the act up. They love to do this. Yeah, they're fucking, it's haunting them. It's completely haunting them. Okay. Yep. Because they try to fuck with the high priestess. This isn't working. They try to take you out. They try to take out collective. You can't. That's a high priestess. They didn't realize, what I'm hearing is they didn't actually realize the spiritual ranking that collective had. They had no fucking idea. Because they have maybe done this a bunch of times. I was trying to explain to my friend, they're like, I don't understand, like, what exactly happened to you? And I was like, you know, you ever seen that show on Netflix called The Serpent? Oh, fuck yeah, look at first card for collective. 10 of coins. You guys are about to get paid out. Like bank fucking roll, like beyond. Like you're never gonna have to worry about another thing ever again. This show, The Serpent, on Netflix. It's like where these people are stealing like jewels and coins and identities and killing people and doing weird shit. And they're just slowly poisoning them and making them go crazy, or making them get lost or killed in the middle of wherever, or drowned, or whatever the fucking shit is. Yep. And they're taking their stuff and their stability. So let's see what the collective, let's see what it says for the collective. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Absolutely love your readings, but sometimes you make it very difficult to stop watching and start listening. You just gotta do what I do when I'm listening to readings. It's like put the phone down next to you if you can. I mean, at least enjoy the show. Thank you, Joseph. You love my dress and the ink. So beautiful. Can we chill? Where do you live, Joseph? You'll give me a back rub. Laugh out loud. Bro, who doesn't like a fucking massage as long as it's not a creepy massage? But like, whatever. If you're in Bali, it's not even that much. We could go get massages together, bro. It's like, why not? Why not we both get our fucking back rubs at the same time? Don't sell yourself short. Hello, Jaffer. How you doing? I'm good. My nose ring is cute for me. You want to see my tattoos? Yeah, I got quite a few. This one's about infinite love. You can't really see it on the grid of consciousness. This is the grid of consciousness, but you can't really see it. I have it so it's like this. Because this is right arm is masculine, so it's more like this. And this one is Captain Catacorn. This is my pirate one. But a cat, because meow. She here, meow. Okay. So now, you guys. So the first card for the collective was the Ten of Coins. The second is Fortune's Wheel. You guys are about to fucking, you may be, you're rich. Like, I'm rich, bitch. Listen, October Scorpio in the house. What's up? What's up, my fellow Scorpio? What's up? I'm a Halloween baby, so I know all about that. I'm the witchiest witch, born on All Hallows Eve. Yeah, because collective decided to step away from this temptation, this devil energy, because you guys actually because you committed and had the strength, collective, because you committed and had the strength. Now you're going to receive something that you've been waiting for a fucking long time. The Six of Waters. This could be also something that your family or somebody else took from you a long time ago, or maybe a family member left you something, like a will, or left you something. How is this possible? I plug this in. I don't want it to die. Don't die. Don't die. I love you. Oh, I have to turn it on. I'm not gonna lie. I love this outlet, but I switched. Call it. If you don't press, then it doesn't charge. It's not pulling electricity. That's why. And so I moved it from one side to the other, but I didn't. And I was like, how is it dying? It's been plugged in all this time, you guys. Human too. We're all. I mean, like, I'm an alien, Marbalian. You know, nobody. We ain't perfect. Otherwise, we wouldn't be in this incarnation. But it's okay. I don't tell you anything. If you want to schedule a personal or private reading and you want me to channel dead people, you got to actually pay me for that. This is a collective reading, not a personal or private reading, but you can do that. You can message me, and my information is in the information box below. So yeah, you just got to be like that. So 3 of Fire. Yeah, you guys have been waiting for this for a long time, collective. You have been waiting for your ships to come in, and they're coming in. The straight only got open for the lucky people. No, and isn't that funny, you guys? Like, it's open for the rest of the world. I love these little Lego videos that they're doing. It's like, can I just say these little Lego AIs? Like, I'm not a fan of AI, but the little Lego AIs fucking slap. They fucking slap hard. They're just like, yeah, everybody can come through except for you and Israel and Russia. That's such a good laugh. The 4 of Fire. Yeah, you guys. The 4 of Wands. You're about to get this. Okay. So you're about to have the ship come in. You're about to have this thing that you wish for forever. You guys, you're about to get this new offering, this love. Look at collective. You are about to actually get your dream, your lifetime dream. You're about to get your person. You're about to get your money. You're about to get your things. You're about to get your house. You're about to get your wealth. Fucking, do I get a bigger boat? Yeah, everything is balancing out. The 2 of Coins. Everything is being balanced out, or it's been so imbalanced for a while. Now it's being held up in your favor, collective. It's being held up in your favor. You're getting all your wishes. You're getting all your dreams. Look at wish fulfillment. 9 of Earth. Wish fulfillment. 10 of Earth. Cash out. 10 of Water. Happy ending. Happy Buddha. Fuck, you guys. No more of this fake fucking passion. No more of these options and these people. So you're about to get somebody that's going to come in, collective, that is just going to be so devoted, so like you're going to be so happy, you're going to be so cashed out. There's so much passion here. Wow, so much passion. No betrayal, no sad words, no. This is going to be something like you've never experienced, but this is what you wish for your entire life. And this person is going to want to work with you, not fight you. That's why it's the good tarot. Okay. Whatever you guys, whatever internal battles or struggles or whatever you have to go through, or you had to go through, weren't in vain. Not for nothing, sweetie. Not for nothing. Okay. They're not. And if there is any more, which there really shouldn't be, yeah, yeah. It's like the wounded warrior is now turning into a star. They're here for it. They're not going to fight you. They're going to stand behind you. You guys are going to stand behind each other and create this beautiful, yeah, transformation. Here's our Scorpio card, 13. Stop it. You're the 31st. Shut up. Look at in 13. It's Scorpio card, right? What else for the collective, please? This is really amazing. Like, like, I can't make this up. I literally chose 2 different decks that they told me, and you saw what was coming out for the karmics, and now you see what's coming out for the collective life. I can't make this shit up. So we're gonna have a beautiful transformation. Hierophant, you're gonna have some commitment, someone committed. This person actually coming into is a higher level, higher vibrational frequency. This person's gonna match your freak. This person's gonna match your spirituality. They're gonna, yeah. And actually, they may just support. They may support it also, but you guys may be going into some type of something together. 7 of air. They may have been holding this a secret for a while. This could be a secret admirer also. See, she's wearing that mask. Normally in the other tarot decks, this is like a secret or some a sneaky or a lie, someone doing something. But with the because that and the Hierophant came out at the same time, it means this is someone that is super committed. Like this is more of like it's more like a secret admirer. It's somebody that's been watching you, maybe in a creepy way, hopefully not in a creepy way, but yeah, for an extended amount of time. But you don't know, or they haven't expressed it to you. So it's not like a lie. It's just like, and maybe you know, collective, maybe you know because you felt it. But yeah, it's gonna change. They're gonna come in and they're gonna say something. You may be really surprised, but they're gonna come in with a full commitment. Yeah. Page of air. They're gonna come in and what is this action? What is this? What are they gonna say, or what is this action? Cool. They want to profess their love to you. They want to make a leap of faith. But it's not okay. So what they're telling me is it's less of a leap of faith. Like if anything, they feel foolish because they haven't made a bigger action, and um, it's like they're not making a leap of faith. It's like this is almost like you were fooled to think something else. Um, give me more. Whoa. The Eight of Earth, Eight of Pentacles. You. They may have been writing a song for you, creating a song for you, growing something, creating something, producing something for you, a lot for you. King of Water, yeah. They wanted to create, they wanted to have something, they've really been working hard to create something for you. And now where they have a lot of love for you, collective, where you may have not seen it before, it's because it's so deep. It's because it's so deep and so passionate. See him looking down like this King of Cups is really happy. Like, yeah, look at Emperor. This little lion man, somebody, Ten of Fires. Yeah, this person has been working really hard. And they're not working, they're done working. Okay, Ten of Fire in reverse. Okay. So it's like not hard work anymore, but there was a lot. There was a lot of things that had to burn away, that had to fall away. There was a lot of things that had to get in order. A lot of people or things that had to be removed in order for this all to come in play to create this empire. But they've been working on something for quite some time. Oh, I'm seeing this strategizing here. You guys can't see it. On the side here, I'm seeing this strategizing. The chess queen, I'm just seeing the word strategizing here. And they've been strategizing. They've been working on this for quite some time to come and give you this offering of love. Yeah, yeah. The Four of Water and the Hermit. For some of you guys, you could have felt like something was wrong, like you missed an opportunity. Maybe they try to trick you. Maybe you already knew, but they've been hiding out because they're trying to collect all the keys. Okay? You could have multiple, you guys could be getting multiple homes. You could be getting like a home, a vehicle, like let's go. Let's go. Let's get some houses, let's get some bikes, let's get some cars, let's get some boats. Let's go. Let's go. Look at all these keys. They have only been hiding. Oh, that's what they've been hiding. That's what they've been working on. That's the offering they've been working on because they want to come in with this strong passionate energy. The Seven of Earth. They did have other people or something else in their ear for a while. See this? They were taking maybe suggestions or guidance or something else from somebody else. But it's like the Seven of Pentacles is like you reap what you sow, right? It's someone that's put in a lot of work and now it's like harvesting time. So they're ready to reap their rewards. But maybe they didn't want you to work or deal with it, collective. They wanted to provide this for you. Yeah, Two of Fire. That's what a real masculine would do, is prepare the path. Is that all the kings out here for you and the Magician? And Judgment Call. Getting a call. You may actually be getting a call from somebody. You may be getting a call from them. And they want to take you around the world. They want to tell you that maybe a little bit of both. You mean the world to them. You are the world. Yeah. That's the one that I have up here, number 21, the world. Awesome. Yeah, look at this. Two little fishies. Oh my God, you guys, when I was at the beach today and I like lay down in the water on this shiny, sparkly black sand, and the water's like coming on me, and the water was so clean. I'm just like laying there and I see these like birds, and I was like, wouldn't it be funny if those were like three little birds? Because I saw them like sitting there, and it's almost like they're talking about me. Sometimes I feel like it's so white energy. I swear to God, I can understand what animals are saying sometimes. And you can when you're on higher frequencies. It's not just like a weird thing. I had a conversation about it with my friend on her, um, my psychic mentor, right? And her and like all these other people were on her. She has a radio show, and we were talking about it. And I was like, okay, it's not just me. And they're like, oh no, 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 like it's some Doctor Doolittle shit, because you can be like da 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 da, and then the animal comes and responds to you, and it's crazy, yeah, like, and yeah, so I was like, oh, three little birds. I started thinking that. And then they flew over me, and there was three little birds, and they were like, I was like, oh my God, this is like a fucking movie, right? I was like, all they need is like a little banner that says something. And I was like, this is so funny. But this is how I giggle with myself, you guys. The Two of Water, the Two of Cups. Yeah, you are their love. You are their love, you guys. Strong energy could be Piscean as well. Pisces, Scorpio, um, Cancer energy. A lot of water here. The Nine of Air. Okay, so so before over here it was like a nightmare, but here it's like waking up from the nightmare. An understanding. It's like Isis power. It's like rising from the death or from the hell into the beginning. Into the beginning. Yeah, the Hangman in reverse. So we're no longer waiting. We're no longer in suspension. Okay. We are now he's like flying or descending down. What is this? Hangman and the Four of Air. Yeah. Before there was a lot to heal from. The Four of Swords in reverse. Before there was a lot of healing that had to happen, but now you guys are out of it because it's in reverse. So it's like we don't have to keep healing. Now what's going on is it's like you're healed. You're healed? You're healed. Oh my God. Hello. You're killing it, slaying. I do what I can. If you knew all secrets, would you still be capable of forgiving? I don't. Can you clarify? Can you clarify that, Smokey? Because somebody said this the other day, and they were just like, if you can read tarot and you know the future, then how come you can't whatever with your shit? And I'm just like, because I understand how magic works, bitch. Like I can't. If I were to just constantly ask, what's gonna happen for me tomorrow, then like, what part? What? Why would I be incarnated to fucking know everything that I do every day? That doesn't make any fucking sense. That's like pointless of living. Now, sometimes you're like, what about this person and what about that? Of course, I do ask about things and like if I'm imagining things, if it's gonna go one direction or another, of course, 100%. But no, because there's like there's rules to it. I can help other people with guidance. I can see a lot of other people. I can see a lot of my future, but the thing is when we know too much, then we start to kind of change how stuff should be. Okay. Someone can have a kid. Um, Someone can have a kid, or this could be dealing with somebody and a kid. Page of Earth. If you knew all the secrets, would you be capable of forgiving? So I would like if you could specify, because the reality is, um, if you're like, if you're truly in a space of honesty and loyalty and commitment and surrender and love, okay, here's where surrender comes into play. Okay, Smokey. Okay, Smokey the Bear. Where surrender comes into play means you don't get to know that answer ahead of time. And I don't mean the secrets that you're hiding. I mean, you have to come out authentically. You have to say, listen, I want to be honest and I want to tell you all these things. And I really hope, here's how you have to address it. I really hope that it doesn't change how you feel or how you whatever, like maybe you shouldn't just fucking pour it all out on the first the first encounter, but you should definitely do it like within the first few weeks, or like it should be um an upfront thing. You shouldn't be hiding something. If you have to hide something from somebody, then you're already manipulating a situation. Let me just break it down like that. That's just literally like baseline consideration. If you have to hide something, if you have to keep something a secret, then you're already lying and manipulating. Hopefully that helps a little bit. If one knows all your secrets, would he still be able to forgive you? What do you mean? I don't have fucking secrets. Secrets are no fun. That's why I tell everyone. I stopped before. It's like I want to just be to myself and do whatever. But no, I don't have any fucking secrets. No big secret here. I'm a Scorpio. I mean, we're private people. We like to be mysterious. We're not going to tell you everything on the fucking first go. And maybe if you don't ask the right question, you might not get the right answer. I don't know. That was kind of Scorpio core. it's not. It's not that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that I have fucking secrets. I think that people need to be honest, and if you can't accept somebody for who they are, then that's bullshit. Number one. Number two, if you're judging someone based on their past previous to ever meeting you, I mean, it depends on what they were doing. You know what I'm saying? Like if they were a hooker and a junkie, then like I don't know, because that could potentially affect your physical being or whatever, if they didn't, you know? And this is where it comes down to where people they just need to be honest with people. They just need to be honest with people. Because for instance, let's say you're like, yeah, I'm in a commitment with you. Like I'm committed to you, you have me committed to you, but you're committed to lying to me and you're with everybody else at the same time. That's actually manipulation, that's actually control, and that's actually lying, because what's happening is like you're not giving the full information. So the person isn't making a decision. They can't make an informed decision. They can't make, because you only gave them part of the story. Does that make sense? I don't know what you're saying. What? I don't work at a strip club. I've never been a stripper. Just in case you're wondering. I've never been a stripper. I've never sold my body. I would never sell my body. Never put any pictures, not even fucking feet pictures, nothing. No pictures, no porn, no anything like that. I don't do cam girl shit. Like this is the most I do. I read cards online. That's it. That's it. I don't do that. I don't do that. I don't play like that. I think when I was 18, I used to bartend at a strip club, but I was never naked. I never there was other women that were naked for sure. But if anybody sees some shit out there of me, please fucking let me know. Send that back. I'll give you a free fucking reading. And don't go and make some shit up with AI and fucking try to get a free reading or some weird shit. But if you guys are seeing any weird shit, because I know my ex and them did some real shit out there, but the reality of the situation is like this. And they did OnlyFans, they did all this shit, and they were fucking deep faking, and yeah, no, that's not real. And if anybody has any type of video or sexually explicit stuff with me, they're either human sex trafficking, sexual assaulting me, which they're gonna go to fucking prison for and pay me a lot for, or they recorded me without my permission and published it without my permission, which is also a fucking crime. So somebody else has kids, maybe? Page of Earth and Page of Water. They have kids, or you guys may be having some kids. Ten of Water. You guys could be having a family or having kids. There could already be kids. Or this person wants to make a commitment with you and have these children. For some of you, now to each his own, for some of you, I'm going to block you if you keep saying disrespectful stuff. Okay? We don't hide comments. It's for everybody to see. So everybody gets to see what you're saying. So someone has, tell me about these kids. This Page of Earth and this Page of Water. Page of Fire. There may be 3 children. You could be having 3 children. Somebody might already have 3 children. The Ace of Earth. For some of you guys, someone might already have children. They may have already been married or had children. They may have already been in this commitment. For others of you, you may be, you guys actually may be teaching children, raising children, teaching children. You may be teaching children. And others of you, you may be physically having children. They want to have children. They want to have this commitment and have this children and this happy family with you. More clarification for the collective, please, on these kids. Whoa. The King of Air. Action. Words and actions. Okay. I need another card. Could be an air sign. Doesn't have to be. This person is very serious. They know what they want. The King of Swords. They know what they want. Okay. They're very they're not mistaken. There's not like, oh, I feel I want them to know. They know what the fuck they want. They know what they want. But it's someone, again, could have been hiding this from you for a long time. Crying because they may have missed, not necessarily their opportunity, but so I'm picking up, there's so many that are coming in right now. For some of you guys, they're upset because they may have chosen a third party instead of you. They may have chosen to party instead of you. They may have literally like missed the boat. They may have chose something else. They may have chose something or someone else, or made a wrong choice or a wrong action. Yeah, yeah. They made a wrong choice or they made a wrong action a long time ago. Yeah, they were foolish. They should have, for many of you guys, so I'm picking up a few different things. Someone's pissed because they didn't take the chance. It's like they didn't pursue you when they had the chance. They didn't lock that down. They kind of like abandoned you. And now they want to protect you, or they want to come back in, and they could be scared. They're feeling sad because even though, okay, for some of you guys, there's a couple different things that are going on. Somebody abandoned you hoping that you would come back running to them, needing their help, and that didn't work out. Collective was like, okay, nobody's ever going to be there. I got myself. And it wasn't to, this could have pissed this masculine off. They could have taken it personal. They took it personal and they acted a fool. And they tried to create all this other stuff. Oh, for some of you guys, this is where your false flame or fallen flame, you could have had fallen flame, you could have had both. The karmic could have been the false flame and this other one could have been the fallen flame. They may have attempted to try to do some magic or some spell work because they were foolish, and because maybe they felt like you turned them down, like you abandoned them or something like that, not really realizing that you've had to work and do everything on your own your whole life, collective, and that you're just like, whatever, you were so used to being abandoned and having to do it on your own, but that's what you did. You weren't trying to dip anybody out. You were just like, fuck, I just have to work again. I have to do more work. I'm gonna play a cello instead of a fucking violin because I need to make big noise. Tell me what this is. This King of Wands in reverse. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. This person fucked up. They try to abandon you. They try to make you feel abandoned, or they try to threaten you. They try to play a trick. They try to do some type of word or action, and that fucking that spell returned back on them. Now they're fucked. Now they're abandoned. Maybe they don't have money, and maybe now they're, yeah. They may have actually gone to jail or gotten arrested or something like this. Justice. Where they were trying to threaten something to you, that's not coming back to them. Like in a big manner. And they're feeling abandoned now because they don't have anybody. You were like their only friend. For many of you guys, this person from the past may try to come back and offer you some type of cup of love. This King of Wands in reverse. They may try to come back and be like, but I love you, blah, 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 blah. But be aware, be really in tune, collective, because they may just be trying to do it because they're scared. because otherwise they might go to jail if you don't forgive them. But that's not your fault. That's due to their own actions. That's due to their own actions. You chose to walk away from them when it was important, but they try to fucking, they made a big, they had a big fit. They had a big tantrum. They tried to take something from you. They try to take something from you and collect on whatever ships you had coming in. And that is not going to work for, that's not going to work. Yeah, they try to take you out. They try to take your stability. They may have tried to put somebody else, another woman or another person in front of that, to block your ships from coming in. But that's not going to happen, collective. Their ships are being blocked from coming in. The justice is coming back on them. And collective, you have this king of water. You have someone that really, really is going to show you a lot of love. Love like you've never had someone to show me love. A love like this before. Something like this. You guys are about to see, like, show me how good it can get. Like, this is the reality, right? This is the actuality. So I gotta hide you because I don't want to look at that fucking message anymore. It's just rude. I'm telling you to show me. Don't ever fucking speak to a goddess like that. Look at the King of Water popped out again. Again, if you didn't give somebody something, how fucking dare you ask them for something? A woman. You never ask a lady for something, especially if you haven't offered to give. So unless I see fucking like, you can't even like don't even say shit like that unless you're willing to, like, if you want to, if anybody wants to ask a fucking insulting question like that, you better fucking put $100 and then fucking say a shitty fucking comment like that, where I fucking in my place of business, where people are actually out here and you're fucking with people's real lives because you want to see a piece of fucking ass. Go to a fucking strip club and pay for a piece of ass. Do you get to get into a strip club for free to see ass? What the fuck? Like, what kind of cheap fucking bitch are you? Like, seriously. Don't ask women for shit. Yeah, you're cheap. You ain't getting checked. You ain't got no money. That's why. Collective out here, like the emperor, about to cash in, cash out. Again, I don't need no fucking devil. You is the devil. Okay? Okay, guys. Any more messages on behalf of the collective? Any more messages? Not from this deck. Okay. So we're going to put these away. We're done with these. And apparently, they want me to get a different deck. What deck? What deck should we get? This one? No. What deck? Crows? Crows. Crow's tail. Okay, we go for the crows. Crow. You guys could be seeing birds, crows, ravens, something like this. Could mean something kind of strong energy that's been with that. So, final messages for the collective. Again, look at, here's the King of Cups. This is someone that really has a lot of love. Like the King of Cups is super because it's water sign. So it's Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. And look at Justice. You guys, I literally can't make it up. Now, for some of you guys, balance, equalize. For some of you guys, there could be some type of water sign that owes you something or that did something to you, and the Justice is going to come back around. Yeah, Strength in reverse. And they're going to get theirs. Now, for others, this King of Cups is actually someone that so the King of Cups is like so much love, right? Like they show or have, what? I keep thinking this is like fat, but it's not. It's the string. It's driving me crazy. Shit. It keeps making me think I have a fucking fat roll. It's just a fucking string. God damn it. So the King of Cups is such a passionate, such a suit, such a they have so much love, right? They literally have more love to give than like a lot of the other kings. So like the Queen of Cups, right? That like their passion is deep. It's like water. It's really, really intense. This is going to be somebody that's going to be so like passionately obsessed way, like obsessed, but like not in a way that's like gonna hurt you, but like they're just gonna be like, yes, I want to help you do that. Yes, 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 Queen, yes. And the King of Cups is someone that is so deep and so passionate, has so much love and so much feeling and so much emotion. But it's like more, it's like super scorpionic energy, actually, to be completely honest with you, because it's like that's for that's for the bedroom. Like that's for private. That's not for everyone to see, but it's not how I'm seeing or feeling it. Like they want to, they're gonna express their love. Okay, for some of you guys, this person may have already been expressed. Like everybody but you may actually know, collective, how much this person is obsessively in love with you. And but they didn't tell you yet. Okay, I'm picking that up very strongly, but it's like they can maintain, the King of Cups can maintain their emotional state. Like they've learned how to control their emotions instead of letting their emotions or the love or the passion get the best of them. They know how to maintain it. They know how to like, they know, they know. So any more messages for the collective? The Empress, conception, intuition. So you guys may have already known that. You already know that though, collective. You be knowing, Empress. You be knowing. Messages for the collective. Six of Swords. They want to take you somewhere. I'll take you there. Let's go. Where we going? Where are we gonna go? Planes, trains, and automobiles. I'm hearing. Three of Cups, fruition, realization. Okay, yeah. So they want, you may already be realizing it. Okay, so this is what I was talking about at the beginning. It's like you felt this thing coming in. You felt this money, you felt this partner, you felt all this stuff coming in for quite some time, collective. And the reality is, I gotta like loosen this. It's driving me crazy to see it like that. And you may have already known for a long time that this person or this thing was coming in, maybe even before this person actually knew. And maybe it took them a while for it to manifest into reality, to come into fruition, or for them to have the realization. And this is why when you hold that energy of just knowing, of like, no, the all knowing, but it's like I know, like in my own being, in my own soul, like I know, like I know with every iota of my being that this is what it is. And so um yeah, that's kind of like what it is. And you guys are going to celebrate. You're going to go somewhere. Where are you going to go? Navigate, progress. Where are they going to go? Where are you going to take us? 10 of coins, treasure, discover. Oh, you guys are going on a treasure hunt. Let's go. That sounds fun. Where's my co-pirate? Oh my God, you guys, that's so good. Like the star, the wish come true. Where is my co-pirate? That's so good. I was a pirate captain and I was where's my first mate? Where's my mate? But with my co-pirate, that's so much funnier. So such a yeah. Queen of Wands, their eyes calculate. They have been calculating. They have been they maybe they know you're super smart. Maybe they know you got high level intuition and they have to be on top of it. But yeah, you have the Empress, the Six of Swords. So they're taking you to safer places. They could be bringing you roses, flower. Maybe they like birds. Maybe you guys are gonna have a parrot or an owl, something like this. Maybe they have a bird sanctuary because I'm seeing all these like animals here. You guys could be close to a to a sanctuary, a nature preserve, animal park, something like this. You. Where you thought you were hiding, you ain't hiding. The hermit in reverse. You little devil, you. Oh my God. Okay, so tell us. Any more messages for the collective? You're gonna take you wherever you wish. Wherever you wish. The world is yours. Look at this, the lovers. You guys, I can't make this up. You guys are getting your lover boys or your lover boy. They're about to strike. Look at this snake right there. Twin soul reverence. Look at this snake in his strike. You see it? Close. Like, yeah, it's like you guys are literally, it's like you could be so close to each other, like literally so close. Like the frequency is, yeah. It's like, look at this like phoenix. Okay, see how it's like. And that's interesting because the snake is kind of like almost like also like the Kundalini awakening, Kundalini rising. Queen of coins, bliss and comfort. So yeah, security. They see you as they see you as security. They also want to offer you the security. They also want to protect you. See how the Empress is this one over here chilling? And the security. Security! Security! You guys, somebody may need security. You may have like private, um, I've been picking up on this a lot too. Like you may be getting, somebody was joking about this on one of my things the other night too. They're like, you need security. You need like a bodyguard or something like this. This could be reality. You may have like some protectors. For some of you guys, you may have like, you may have a home somewhere where there's like wild animals or maybe someone collects exotic animals. Ooh. And you might have this. You might actually have this. They might be your protectors. You know, like some people have like dogs and stuff. Like you may have like fucking leopards. That would be epic. Six of coins, gifts or bounty. Maybe they're trying to figure out what to get you instead of a puppy. Let's go. Let's go. Any more messages? Three of coins, imagination. As much as you can imagine, you may have the ability. Collective, it's like everything you ever wished, you ever dreamed for, like you're about to have it. You're about to have whatever you want. You're about to have the whole world. Whatever you want, name it, you got it. You want it, you got it. Want it, you got it. Cha-ching. Like you have done all the work and now actually I'm picking up that you have people working for you. Like you have your own minions. Seriously? Can I get more clarification on this? Queen of Cups, Shaman, Enchanter. You may be working with, okay, so for some of you guys, you may actually be working with these animal spirits. You may be working with a shaman and stuff like this. You may be working with or you may be just that old. You may be primordial like me. And you may just be this old, like this old medicine, this shaman, shamina, like medicine person. Or you may go and sit with medicine people also. And you may be seeing these some of these animals, or you may be creating some type of different healing modality or shamanistic retreat or something like this to help people heal from like addiction, heartache, maybe traumas or something like this. You may be creating a new um, you guys may be working on this together. Oops, creating this new partner nexus, creating this new thing, this new type of healing together to help heal. Or you guys may have this. You guys may have the same want in order to like heal people, something like this. The Knight of Swords, intent and hunger. Yeah, it's like action. And there's the Emperor at the last card. So the first card was the Empress, and the last card is the Emperor. I'll follow you, deep sea baby. And it's again with the owl. I'm just gonna leave it there. It started with the Empress, and we're gonna leave it at and is really like the love, like the intensity of it. Um, they're gonna love you like never before. They're gonna love you like never before. That's reality. Thank you. I'm cute as fuck. Thank you, Joseph. You love this dress. Bali, yes. You need a co-pilot. No, I need a co-pirate. Pirate is not a that's not a speech impediment. That was a pun. Because I'll be a pirate. So you need a co-pilot who can drive you to Atlantic City. I used to drive people all over. Does Bali manufacture bathing suits? Bali manufactures all kinds of stuff. But I made these. I make these. Look at see this sewing machine here? See all these threads with my guitar? I have 4 sewing machines in this room. I have another industrial on the opposite side. I made this. I manufacture it. But yes, they do. There's a bunny in the condo development where you live. Could good spirits live in animals? Yeah, 100%. So anytime you see any animal spirits, any bugs, anything like that, look up the spiritual interpretation of it, because yeah, rabbit normally means that you're hopping forward, that you need to pay attention, that there's something that you need to follow through on, or be more aware of. I see lots of little frogs over here, and I'm like, oh, frogs are like movement, but they're also hopping, kind of cleaning or clearing emotional baggage, different things like this. So, but yeah. But yeah, look them up, and that could totally help you. Want it, got it. No slaves needed. No, we don't need slaves. I was saying minion. It's like where you like, let's say for instance, where you have busted your ass to do all the work yourself, right? Your whole life, and nobody's ever done anything for you. It's like now you may be so like you're getting checks. Like you're about to be fucking you're rich, bitch. Like rich. Like you got private jets, you got fucking boats, you got whatever, like a lot of things. And they may have been withholding a lot of the stuff for you. That could have been why they're trying to attack you and do all these weird things for all this time. Quite possibly. Yeah. The Lady of Love and Compassion, Reverence, Kindness, and Consideration. But yeah, that's why there's like a really big payout. Maybe you want a game, maybe you're winning prizes, maybe it's something else. I'm not gonna pull more cards. I'm just shuffling. I like to shuffle, clear the energy before I put it back. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm picking up on. Is like literally, it's like you're never gonna have to worry about if there's money, if there's this, if there's that. Like you're gonna be at the point where it's like you have enough money to be like adopting children from other countries, or like feeding people or whatever. Like you may be able to get in charge because maybe you're just like kind, maybe you know what to do, maybe because you're not selfish or greedy or hurting people or anything like that. Like maybe you're going to get to be in charge of like a large money or income or something. Like who really knows, but it's a lot. It's not, it's like millions, like not a little bit. like millions. Um, the whale watcher, wisdom, power of the divine. Yeah, it's like lucky. It's like a um, super lucky pay or cash out, something like this. Um, but yeah, it's not necessarily slaves. Um, it's not like slaves or servants. It's more like minions. You're just like, oh, I really need this done, and you're just like, oh, okay, we got people for that. You know, I got people for that. Don't worry. We're gonna keep coming up with the ideas, and we're just gonna direct how it goes. And now you get to be like, let me be your manager. Like now you get to be the director instead of, like, for instance, I create all the patterns, I cut all the fabric, I do all the sewing, I did manufacturing. Okay. But now it's like, okay, now you already did all that work. So you don't have to do it anymore. Now you have it all done. Okay. Say exactly how you want it done. We're going to set everything up for you. And then we're going to make sure that you choose the people that you like and that they're doing the production for you. Like, right? Like, let's think of the macro and the micro. Something like this, to where it's like now what you had to do all your life. Like maybe now it's just like, oh no, you don't have to do that. Like you have a housekeeper. Like maybe you have somebody that's like there that's cleaning everything. Maybe you have somebody that takes care of that. Maybe you have a driver. Maybe you don't have to drive anymore. Maybe now you have a driver and you just get to like have the conversation or do freaky things in the back of the limo with the thing up. I don't really know, but it's like this. It's like this energy. Not like you have slaves or servants, but it's like you got crew. And I don't just mean like this my crew. Like no, like you got like it's more like minions. Like they're ready to be of service. Like they're like, yes, please. Like it's like you're prophetic. You know, it's like they look up to you. Not like a it's like what happened like when Jesus was an ascended master and he came in and everybody made him like the Lord God or whatever. And it's like that's fucking funny. It's like he was a man. He was an ascended master. He came to teach and he wasn't trying to lord over or own anybody. He was trying to let everybody know that they could reach the same level of divinity. There was nothing different between him and them. It was just a matter of them doing the actual work. And this is where patriarchy rewrote it, made it about a dude and all this other bullshit, right? And so because of that, because of that, they got it all fucking twisted because they wanted to make it about man. And that's kind of where things kind of fell off. Hey, what are you doing? Okay. I'm like, I thought she was up there and then somehow she got down. And I was like, is something weird? Is there something weird in the corner over there? Freak me out. Um, Come here. My cat dog. She comes when I call her like a dog. People trip out. They're like, what the fuck? Did you just like and your cat came running from somewhere else. And I was like, yeah, what do you mean? She's smart. She's my cat. I taught her. I taught her good. I taught her good. She listens. She don't beg like a dog either. She'll sit there. She'll sit next to you and turn the other way so like, if you got some extra food, like, I'm right here, but like, she won't be like, she knows. But yeah, you guys, it's about to be. So start saying, show me how good it can get. Show me how good it can get. You like the limo. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's what I'm saying. It's like almost like you're just gonna get to enjoy. You're just gonna get to enjoy and give directions. And for many of you guys, it will be like it's like almost like I'm picking up on like Princess Diana vibes, where it's like even though she had everything, she was still going around and like feeding the children and doing whatever because it was just in her nature, you know? She wasn't like, yeah, of course she liked to dress up and do whatever and travel around, but like she still wasn't um like everybody was human to her. Like she was it was important that everybody could have what they needed. That was like her big thing. And yeah, it's like that. It's like you're about to get rewarded the ability to be in control of a lot of things, and not in control or lording over control, But yeah, you're about to have a lot, like not just spiritual abundance, but like actual physical manifested abundance. Um, to where you can do that, to where you can go and build children's shelters, la la la. You can do whatever you want. What? For some of you guys, somebody could have already known that you wanted to do some of these things, or some of the things that you wanted to do to make the world better, to like make places better, to build things, to create things for community, and and to do all of these things. And this person has been doing it, like in your name, or on your or maybe they had been taking credit for it or whatever, but they're doing it all like they show me they're showing me like the astronaut that dedicated the crater to his dead wife, some shit like this. But like it's like this. It's almost like somebody doing all these dedications. Maybe they were doing it. Maybe they thought that you. So I was picking up on this earlier too. I was picking up on this earlier today, and I almost sat and wrote about it, but I didn't because it was too heavy. It was like this. It was like that they faked your death. Like somebody faked your death. Somebody faked the collective's death, and it was like this person like didn't ever express how much how much love that they had for you, and so now they just went around and started doing all the things that you wanted to be done, and doing all of these humanitarian type things because they know you wanted to do it. They wanted to do them with you, but then they thought you died, and so then they were building all these things for you. Is that real? So do they still believe that you're dead? No. Okay, that's strange. That's kind of strange. I'm pulling these. That is kind of strange. Look at the frog. Cleaning house, releasing emotional baggage. The high priestess. Um, discernment. Discernment, precedence, prophecy, vision. Or you may just be visualizing this. The stag, pride, and leadership. You're stepping into a leadership position where maybe you thought that you weren't ready. Maybe you may have had some fear around it before because you didn't believe that you were a leader, and maybe just because all these people felt like try to belittle you in the space collective. Like actually now they see you like this. They've been seeing you like this. Stay in your space of joy and trust that something beautiful is coming in. You're about to have this person that is so loyal, sincere, that has unconditional love, um, like beyond. Yeah. Knowledge and healing. Yeah, it's changed in your healing. So, and this is part of what it is, right? Communication is coming in. You're about to get communication from somebody and about your fucking wealth. You guys, I can't make this up. This could have been money that was left to you, and these other people created a disruption to try to collect it. They could have been collecting it from you. That could have been why they tried to off you. Yeah, yeah. Dragon. They could have been trying to drag you through the dirt because they wanted to take your power or your strength. They wanted to collect it. Yeah. But you have protection. You have the swan. Transformation, trusting your psychic gifts. You trusted your psychic gifts, not everything else going around you. They could have been doing some weird MK Ultra shit, trying to make you fucking believe other things and all this other stuff. But you trusted your psychic gifts. You're like, nope, I know in my heart and I know in my soul. And yeah, you have this divine protection that can't be fucked with. And here comes the king. Male authority, male sexual energy, things pertaining to law and justice. Yeah, you may already have somebody working on the justice thing. Somebody is like your secret fighter. Yeah, you took a lot of risk. You took a lot of risk. There was a lot of risk taken for you guys to trust yourselves, to trust your intuition, to trust your protection, to trust the higher realms, the God, whatever, your spirit, your whatever. Um, and that you also got to just taking a lot of risks, and in taking those risks, you move forward. And what's happened is you've created a lot of anger, retaliation, and jealousy, the wasp, and all these people try to come back at you, but all they did is actually risk themselves. Look at, here comes the queen. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Boo! Here comes the queen. Woman, fertility, feminine power, and sexual energy and friendships. So yeah, so then we have the queen and king. You like the limo. You remember it as a kid. What is my cat's name? My cat's name is Music. Muse, Muse. Come here, baby. What are you doing? What are you mewing? She doesn't like cameras. She really doesn't like cameras. Every time I try to like, she's like the cutest, most adorable little thing. She's like a mini cat, and every time I try to like, when she's like cuddling or whatever, I try to like fucking, literally, I try. It's a game we play all the time, and I try to always like get a picture with her or get a picture of her or do whatever. Like she doesn't like it. It's like some old inner. She comes from a different realm. And when they poisoned us and dosed us out, like she's always been like had a little bit of sensitive eyes, but since then, after they fucking dosed her out, like when I went and picked her up from this fucking farm where they were trying to hold her hostage, she had eyes like Lucy in the sky, bro. Like she was fucking super tripping out, and they did that. They gave her something. They poisoned her. They tripped her out. She was like on some shit because they realized that we have such an energetic bond. Like when I got it from this other place, they were feeding her food that had taurine in it, which I was allergic to, and she wouldn't eat it. And they're like, she won't eat the food. And I was like, why won't you eat the food? And I looked at the food, and I was like, because I'm allergic to it. And she's like, can you please get me new food, Mom? I can't eat this because she was eating. Because I was like, you better eat your food. I'm not getting you the food. And then I gave her the food, and then she fucking ate it, and then I slept for like 2 days. I was super sick and slept. Come here. Yeah, come here. Everybody wants to see you. Come here. She's actually really smart too. She'll talk. She'll say yes and no. She's super intelligent. Um, my friend was like, no, whatever, cats don't talk. And I was like, do you want to eat this? And she's like, no. And they're like, what? And I was like, ask her. They're like, do you want to eat this? She's like, no. And he was like, that was a solid no, not once, but twice. And I was like, yeah, she's smart like that. She's smart. Can you sew and wholesale designs? You're so talented. Um, Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm sitting on everything, because the idea is I want to make my stuff for wholesale and retail, because I don't want to be like, I like to make one of a kinds. I like to do like really elaborate costuming and one of a kind stuff. That's kind of my jam. Um, but when I made all of these things, like for me, I was never into production because the garment industry produces so much clothes that I wasn't super into production. But when I came out here, that's what I come here. That's what I created everything for, was so we could do wholesale and retail. You say hello to everybody. Hello, little tail. Hello. You want to show them your little vest? She's a little junglist. She's a little lucky jungle kitty. Oh, thank you for your kisses. Yeah. She's got like this pink lace on the inside. It can go to short or not, but yeah. I make her this little vest. I know you don't like it. She doesn't like people touching the vest. So in Bali, if the animal has something on them, then like a thing, then that means they have an owner. And when I left her with my friend for like a couple months and I was trying to get a new place, they took it off of her and they're like, she fucking attacked us and all this other stuff. I was like, were you trying to take her thing off? And they're like, yeah, but we thought she'd be better. I was like, no, because she knows if that's off, that now she doesn't have a mommy, that anybody can take her because the kids did it to her. She's been stolen like 2 or 3 times, and found her way back like fucking homeward bound. It's just so funny. She's super smart. She's fucking super smart, and she doesn't like when people touch her little vest. It really pisses her off. But yeah, she chose those materials. Even she got like pull all the stuff out. And she was like super picky, and she really wanted this pink lace. I made this pink lace was from a Pink Panther costume that I made for my birthday, a Halloween baby. I had this really dope Pink Panther with all this pink lace, and he really wanted his pink lace. It was like her favorite, and I was like, dude, you're a cat and you like to go in weird stuff. Like the lace isn't gonna work. And she was like, like she didn't want any other thing, and I was like, what do I gotta do? I was like, okay, well, you gotta pick something to go on the top of it. What do you want? Do you want pink? Like she didn't want the pink. She loved the camo. She's had like three little vests or four little vests with the camo, and the kids always steal it. I don't know if they're putting it on their dolls or babies or like their other animals or what. Like I think they cut this off of her to fucking steal and reproduce the pattern, to be honest, because I sewed it on her, and even on the front, because I used my wristbands. They've done this jungle jungle drum and bass and jungle festival out here now for 2 years or 3 years, called Locust. They're actually like pretty famous, and so it's like junglist or whatever. Like Bali is just like Bali junglist and has like a little like a Bali like thing cut out of it. So, anyways, I use the wristband and like that's what's there. But I sewed it on her because they tried to unclip it because initially it had little gold clasp, but then they fucking stole it. And so people are like, well, why would you sew it on? I was like, because she doesn't want anybody to take it off her. She's really fucking sensitive to it. Even if I try to like cut it off and take it off, like, maybe like once a month or something, I try to give her like every other month, I try to like give her a nice bath because she likes to be a dirt ball, but she doesn't like to take it off. It's like she will literally like attack, like she fights people, like she gets pissed if you start fucking with it. She's like, don't fucking touch. That's my clothes, like what the fuck? That's my shit. You don't take my shit. That's my style. And everybody's like, well, why does she have the little collar? It's like the little collar pops up and stuff. And people are like, why? And I was like, because that's her style. Like when I try to give her like little necklaces and stuff, she's like not about it. And they're like, your cat's stuck. And I was like, she doesn't want to have a choker. So I leave it, whatever. And they're like, yeah, but then her arm gets stuck in it. And I was like, nah, she's a junglist, bro. And they're like, no, that's bullshit. And I was like, watch, fix it. And so they fix it. And then she come back with her same arm through it, always like the right arm, always through the side. And so she just wear it side, like cross side. Like she's totally a junglist kitty, she's a jungle kitty. She thinks she's a very large cat, like in the cards, but she's actually like super small. Everybody's like, she's a little kitten. And I was like, no, she'll be 5 this year, maybe. So she's tiny, but she's not that small. But yeah, so but that's the thing is because I had to put a little upcycled element with all the new stuff, but I put all these gold fasteners, and then I put like this special, it's a lucky coin from the temples out here. I sewed that on as well, and with a little X, because you got to be a pirate, the X has got to be on top of the treasure. But yeah, so the idea when I made all these lines was for wholesale and retail, so people could actually reprint on them. So if they want to put their logo or whatever on the underwear, on the t-shirts, on whatever, like they can do that. I want it to be for wholesale and retail, and I worked really hard to be able to make all the sustainable stuff, especially the bamboo, because it's super expensive, to be able to make it at a fair price point. So do all the right cuts, how much material it takes. Like I've been doing clothing since I was small. I designed my first costume when I was 3 turning 4. This really elaborate butterfly costume. Like I did. I designed, I picked all of the things, and I sewed like I'm like I said, when people are like, how old are you? I'm like, I'm fucking primordial, bro. I've been here for a while. I've been doing all of these things. So you know. Um, but yeah, actually I do produce patterns and stuff like that. If people have designs that they want and they want me to create patterns and then send them to go to production or something, Heidi, like that's also something I'm open to doing. That's why everybody's like, just get rid of all your machines. And I was like, fuck that shit. Like I know this is only just a momentary phase because right now I have a whole sewing studio. So even if I'm not going to do production, like this machine right here, all my other friends have to send their stuff out, all their stretchy material, any bathing suits, anything like that. They have to send out to different places to have them produced. I fucking came back for it. I went on like a 26-hour trip from Java, island next door, and on the fucking water ferry and with all this shit dropping off fucking bikes and all this stuff in delivery because I wasn't gonna let this machine and the material go without me. And just to bring it back over here. So now I have everything ready, and the idea is to kind of get everything set up that way. We just have everything ready. That way, if people want to do small batches or production, I don't like doing mass production. I'm not doing like China level production. But yeah, if people want to work with sustainable materials and with like fair trade, closed loop fashion, like that, that's what I want to do, like granted, the workers here have a much lower rate, but that doesn't mean that we have to give them slave wages. You can still pay them really well, and it's still like a fraction of the cost. And like, yeah, that's just something I really believe in. That's why I used to have my whole sewing studio on my boat. If you guys check out my information below and you want to donate or contribute to me, go to my PayPal. That would be amazing. But I have my Instagrams listed there, and you can see actually if you scroll down on, I believe, Heartwares or Departed, you'll see I had a sailboat and I had a full sewing studio. I used to have 4 machines on that boat and create everything by solar, um, run all the sewing machines and stuff like this by solar power, and teach people about upcycling and about the materials and about the plastic and the material going back into the ocean and why we needed more sustainable stuff. And I used to create a lot of stuff out of garment industry waste from downtown Los Angeles because there's a lot of big designers and stuff like that where they do bottom cuts, and then there's like they fill like buckets and dumpsters and shit, and it's not like filled with trash. It's just like all material. And so we would go and like get a lot of that, and I would do a lot of the upcycled projects, like for sustainable fashion and stuff like that. Just kind of teaching people there's other ways. So yeah, it's been like 15 or 20 years of me doing this for it to finally come into fruition in such a way that now it's like, oh, the world is like, yeah, actually, you know what? We don't want slave labor. Actually, like all these fast fashion brands, like countries are banning this shit now. Um, like there's a problem with them. We're having issues with them, and we don't want them anymore. And yeah, so everything that's time, and this maybe is part of the divine timing, right? Divine intervention um, is worthy to catch up with me. Maybe I'm just that far ahead because I'm just a psychic. You know what I'm saying? It's happened to me a lot in life. It's never been that I've been wrong. It's that I've been way too early every time. And I think a lot of people were like that. Like Tesla and Einstein and everybody. It was the same thing, right? People were like, okay, you're fucking do do do. But really, like when the rest of the world caught up 20 years later, 30 years later, 50 years later, and it's like, yeah, yeah, they already had that going for them. It's like, so yeah, but that's something that I definitely would like to do and would like to set up. That way we can collaborate and have and help other people to create things that want to do things on a sustainable level. You got to go somewhere where there's more ponds. There's got to be frogs in New York. Come on now. Hey, 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 Maxwell Medicine, cool name. Thank you. You're familiar. Oh, my cat. Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah, she's super smart. I like for me, I didn't have a cat since I was really small, and I don't really know how to train a cat. I've been around a lot of people with a lot of dogs, so I understand how to train a dog. So I train my cat like a dog, but she's a cat, not a dog. So she's like now a puppy cat. Puppy cat. And she's super funny. But yeah, she totally acts like a little puppy, but also like a cat. But she'll like literally guard. She'll be like going around, like if someone comes up, she'll be like, yo, yo, meow, 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 meow. Like someone's there, someone's coming. Like she senses them ahead of time too. It's really cool. And she can fucking jump like a kangaroo. It's awesome. Thank you, Joseph, for your compliments and for thinking I'm hot and loving my dress. Yeah, yeah, she's outside. She's totally outside cat. She just likes to be she's been outside. I let her in before I start to do the reading. Otherwise, uh,
she'll come in being like, she'll be like on the door and be like crying and stuff like this. You guys may have heard her in some of my videos. She goes outside all the time. She's like a total adventure. That's why it's like she's a jungle cat. She doesn't like to be in boxes. I've been surprised how much time she's spent inside here with me, but we just been like regulating, nervous system regulating, because there's just been so much bullshit. Um, Now she's like trying to go through this window up at the top. But yeah, she goes out. She does whatever the fuck she wants, right? Like, who wants to be trapped? Thank you for telling me I'm so beautiful. You guys, such nice compliments today. See, it's just a turn, right? Like I did the whole thing yesterday talking about how nobody can whatever after all those shitty comments, and now maybe I blocked them all, and now it's only just the nice people left, or maybe it's just like you're like, fuck, we can't touch this, can't touch this. No, you can't insult me. I had three brothers, bro, and both of my parents and step parents are like narcissists, so like not much anybody can do to really fucking insult me, except for fucking lying. I don't like that. It's the Scorpio in me, like that's a slap back. You get a slap back. Like when people lie straight to my face because I can sense it and stuff, like that's when you get me really angry. I don't like that shit. Tabbies are smart. They are super smart and super loyal and super friendly. I had to teach her that you can't, not everybody is your friend, because they kept taking her and taking her away. And I was like, if I don't tell you that's our friend, you can't go with them. And so now she's just like, even the neighbors here, because I've just been kind of chilling, like, I'm not trying to be buddies, because to be honest, I'm like in a little village. So if I go out too much, like, they're all going to know, because I'm like the only white person in the, like, in the vicinity. And I just kind of am just being super low pro. Um, you love the draping. Yes, guys, I need someone that's coming from fucking California out here, because my mannequins, my dress forms, I have like really expensive dress forms that my friend's trying to figure out how to get to me out here, and we can't just there's like thousands of dollars to ship. I need someone that's actually like um bringing them over or something like this. Um I am, yeah, you can see some of the stuff that I've done in my stuff, and even me making it on the boat. I do formals, I've done wedding dresses, I do all kinds of stuff, everything. That's why for me, I'm just like, what? But when I came to Bali, that's why I was like, I came to Bali to do this, and Mama Bali was like, oh no, 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 actually, you have a different calling, but like you can still do that. Like that's fun. You're really good at it and it makes people super happy, but like you're you're a high priestess and you need to be doing this. But yeah, I love, like, I started in formals. I love doing formal gowns and really elaborate costumes. Like I prefer to do that. That's why I spent the first 3.5 years creating these lines that can just be reproduced, that I don't feel bad. It's like, okay, everybody needs t-shirts, everybody needs underwear, but like just with more of a tailor made, like tailor designed, so everybody's like, doesn't matter what they look like, I mean, what size or what shape they are. They're like, it's like this was made perfectly for me. I'm like, yeah, because I wasn't just producing the same fucking t-shirt. I was making it as a tailor, as a designer, for how it's going to look good on all the different bodies. And so like every guy or girl that has anything on is like automatically obsessed with it. And yeah, I'm glad I've been sitting on it forever, even though all these ass hats and my ex and all these people try to reproduce it. Well, they did, but oh, they're about to get fucking rinsed out, or maybe already are with all those justice cards. So, um, but yeah, I do. If you guys are interested in any type of stuff, what I really need to do is actually two of these bins are filled with all of my like one of a kind original designs in this basket. And what I do need to do is I've been trying to get people since I fucking came back here a year ago, literally now, to come and fucking play dress up so I can take pictures, or to take pictures of all this stuff so I can just start selling it. That's what's even fucked up, is like I have so many things to offer to be making money, and they're still out here trying to make me be like a fucking poor little peasant girl. But it's a mind game, it's like MK Ultra, and that's why I'm just like, I'm abundant. I'm abundant. I have so many skills and so many beautiful things to offer. So thank you for appreciating me. But yes, I make many things for men and for women. I've done um fucking full on like jackets and fairy tales. I make people in all kinds of crazy stuff. I love stuff like this. I did Burning Man for lots of years. This was like my what do you call it? That was like my bread and butter forever. It's just making people custom stuff for Burning Man and performance art. And, you know, and people are like, oh my God, I have this idea. Could you make it for me? I'm like, ooh, like that's what I love to do. Like, I don't want to say, I mean, people are like, if you just sewed the underwear, you can make, I'm like, I'm not fucking, I made it once. I made multiple versions of it. I did the pattern. I did the perfection. I did the fucking test run. I did all of that. I'm not going to sit here and fucking make 20 of the set. Like, I'm not going to do it. I don't do production work myself. Now, I will create the pattern, I will create the sample, I will cut, I will make it, I will do the first one to make sure it's good and it's the way that I want it to be, and I'll oversee the production. But no, I'm an artist. Like that takes, it sucks my fucking soul. I can't do that. I love to do elaborate stuff. Give me a gown to make. Give me a fucking making you into a fairy or something crazy, you know, like for sure, all day. But you want me to keep sewing the same thing over and like I'm not going to sew underwear or t-shirts or fucking I'm not going to do that. It's not what I want to do. It's not what I do. It's like you don't take the fucking like let's say you got to go to the corner store. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't take the Maserati to the corner store. You fucking walk your ass down there or you take your fucking bike. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't fucking like pull the Maserati out to go to the corner store to buy a fucking juice. Like it doesn't make sense. You know, like it's the time, my time and energy when I could be producing new things or creating something else. You know, that's why I spent so long doing this. And literally I've been sitting on it and literally I've done the photo shoots 3 different times and these people have fucking dropped my roof, ran me over with a fucking truck, stole my stuff. Like it's been ongoing and that's why they're trying to steal my stuff. Fuck that. I'm about to sell this. I'm about to sell that shit to somebody good, like fucking Gucci or something like that, and just be in control of it and you see how it's made, and then just be like, boom, boom, bitch, and just be like this, you know, like that's fucking, that's where I'm at with all of this. Every time the universe will show us where we are needed. Yeah, universe is good. Yeah, and you know, that's the reality is like Mama Bali wanted me to be here because I needed to do this. And the reality of the situation is even the bad things, like even the bad people. So this is what I'm talking about, the angels and the demons, right? So like even though even though the last person like did all of this shit, all of this terrible stuff, this demonic stuff, that was part, that's what really like fucking pushed me off the edge, like literally pushed me off the edge without a fucking parachute to where I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm an angel, bitch. And I just soared, you know, but sometimes we have to do that. And sometimes it is the catalyst. Sometimes something really intense has to happen in order for us to actually step into our power. So even that person that was acting out of demonic sense, like that was part of the contract. So actually they're angelic. My friend who did this tattoo is like, it's everyone's an epic golden angel. Even the assholes are still epic golden angels because we're buddies in the higher realms and we're like, oh damn, you're gonna fucking hate me for this. It's like, yeah, but you said this was the only way you're gonna learn it. So it's like not all demons are evil. They could be working towards the higher good. And not all angels, like sometimes the angels are not all good either. Sometimes they're acting like with fucking cults and weird shit because they're powerful and they've been in this realm for so long that now they're like feeding off of that power and that energy, right? So you got to understand like there's a polarity to it. Um what color is used in Bali clothes? They use a lot of different stuff. Unfortunately, you know, my grandmother said that she was like, when I sent her pictures, she was like, everything is like black and a little bit of white. I thought there would be more color. I thought you'd normally like to work with a lot of color. And I'm like, yeah, but the bamboo material, to get the type of bamboo material, like there's different types that we don't want the chemical process. So the really good high quality stuff that's not with all the chemical process and stuff like that is really only coming. in the black and the white. So I do some dyes. We do like natural plant dyes and stuff like this. So the underwear, I do like a for the women's underwear, I do like a I don't have any here. This fucktard has all of my stuff. So guys, ever put energy out that I get my bags back from this fucking dipshit? Because I would really like, because all of my underwear and everything is in there, and my favorite, all of my dresses and everything. It's like I want to fucking punch this fool in the face, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna fucking punch him in the soul. So, anyways, but the women's underwear, because I was like, the white is a terrible color for underwear. It's just fucking stupid. So I created what I call sandy beaches. No, but it's like a sand. It's like a sand color. It's kind of like a nude color, and it's dyed with mango and mahogany. And I did a line of stuff that was with indigo, and I want to start working with indigo to go to change the different shades. And so those are all natural plant dyes, and that's what I was doing for an extended amount of time, and then did it. So yeah, anyways, I've spent an extensive. I spent like the first 3 or 4 years doing this, and in the last 3 years, I got fucking hit in the face by a truck and run over. And everybody's like, "Oh yeah, you said you were gonna do that." I was like, "Fuck everybody, bro! Like, tell me who the fuck gets hit in the face by a truck, fucking stuck on the truck, broken from fucking head to toe, in bed for a year, you like with fucking traumatic brain injury, and still." No help, no whatever, still healing yourself, learning how to walk, still doing all that while sitting on all of this stuff, and you already had all of the photo shoots done, and they fucking stole that shit. They stole all of your shit. They stole the fucking stuff. Like, I only have like, my grandma's like, this is only pictures of a few dresses. I was like, these are just pictures that I took with my phone while we were doing the photo shoots. I'm lucky to even have these because they fucking stole my hard drive. First they fried the computer, then I was able to get some of it back, and then my fucking ex stole that shit again, piece of shit. After I downloaded everything from all of my phones and all personal shit. All of my personal shit. This motherfucker has all my personal shit. I'm about to fucking I never wanted to in my life, I never really wanted to like hurt somebody before, and a lot of people have hurt me a lot in my lifetime, but I can say that yeah, the reason why I haven't gone back to speak or to deal with this person is because um, it's just my level of disgust. Like it's just like you know, you're just like I don't know how to explain it, but I don't want to. I don't want to embody that energy, and that's really like the only thing that that person does for me. And it's not like, oh well, now I hate him because I loved him. It's like beyond that. Like I don't even hate him because that means I would care. It's just like to get people, to pay people, to hire people, to try to kill somebody that you pretended to love and to steal their shit because you're that unoriginal, and to try to collect them their money and to try to fucking create all this bullshit. Like he created a false marriage to create a false power of attorney to collect all the money that was fucking mine, and try to be like, oh, we're happy. Like, no, bitch, I fucking dumped you before, like a long fucking time ago, and we're just trying to be cool because we had a fucking lease together, and we've been friends for 5 years before that. But yeah, some people don't take rejection well, so they try to kill you and take your shit and take credit for it as if they were the hero, but now they're just a loser. So, anyways, the I would like to work more with organic dyes though, to get better colors. Is this Stephanie or Steven? Some coffee with you or a beer? Blues. I don't know who you are or where you are, but again, you can message me on one of my Instagrams and maybe introduce yourself before you ask a lady for something, you gotta at least have something to offer first, which is like, hello, hello, I know, before you ask, is that I would love to do something with you or for you if you would allow me. Um, you're like Betsy Johnson. That name sounds familiar. I don't know who that is. I have to look it up later. I hope that's a compliment. Thank you. You want a square romper for summer. Oh my God. Seriously? You want to see? Can I flip this? Can I flip this? Like that one? Like that one on my mannequin? I make them, they're reversible. I make dress rompers, short rompers, long rompers, 3/4 rompers. I make the romper sets, two different tops and bottoms. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I'm pissed because I know that people would just be buying all of my things if the photo shoots. I've had my website for 4 years. I've been paying for, and these fuckers like just keep fucking me up. But anyways, I have all of my stuff here in Ben's, and that's why I'm not interested and working with people until I can shoot it. And they're like, oh, just put it on Instagram. Like, no, I'm not putting it on Instagram because all you bitches already stole my design. So I'll just keep it in a box until I can raise the money to actually have my professional photo. She's like, oh, well, don't now. I was like, fuck you. This is my life's work. I'm not doing what everybody else has convinced me to do my whole life, which is fucking sell or put anything. You know how many times people try to fucking, they're like, I'll just buy it right now. I was like, yeah, everybody wants to buy the samples, but these are the fucking samples. Well, you could just make more. I'm not making more. These are my fucking samples. I made them. What is this? I made them so when the workers work for me, they know what to do. I like hit myself today with my glasses. I like got myself. Got a little thing right there. I felt it, but I didn't realize. Beer do peace, but coffee like I don't know. I don't really drink. Sometimes I will have wine or champagne, but only if I get to open the bottle and only if I get to order the bottle because obviously I've had some incidents with poisoning, but most of the time I don't do spirits because I spend my life talking to spirits, so I don't need to drink them. That's a very low frequency, but sometimes I do like to celebrate, but very, very rarely. I don't want to do a selfie stick. I don't want to like. I already did all this. I did it for years of taking it. I took pictures of my stuff on my boat, all this stuff. I'm exhausted from it. I want to professionally do it. Like we were talking about before, I want to have all the people that work for me and I fucking say, do this, do that, take the picture like this. I already paid people. Actually, these bitches fucking owe me. I paid 3 people to be the photographer, 3 separate people. I paid a whole crew of kids that actually fucking stole from me, stole a bunch of my stuff, and then had the audacity to invite me back when I fucking caught them because their spell work didn't fucking work. Fucking dirty, filthy, orgy ass whores using fucking sex magic and working with weird fucking warlocks. Like, y'all gonna go to jail too. And you fucking owe me. But yeah, they stole my stuff and then try to reproduce my designs. They came over like, oh, we're gonna make a first we need to take pictures of everything and then we're gonna make a catalog for you. And then I was like, no, I'm not cool. And they did. And then, oh, we don't know what happened to it. And then like whatever, they've been producing my stuff and fucking selling it as it was their own because they just take the picture to somebody out here. That's why there's not gonna be any pictures. It's only gonna be available on my website when it's all done, all at once, all professional, the way I want, or not at all. I'll just keep everything and wear it myself. That's where I'm at, Heidi. That's where I'm fucking at. I don't care. Or I'll sell it to a high brand and then it will be out of normal people's accessibility until I make enough money to make it at a lower price or just fucking sell it off and be done and just make one of a kinds. That's where I'm at. There is no middle ground there. It's black or fucking white. No ifs, ands, or buts. So that's right, real artist quite. That's right, because everybody's like, oh, blah 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 blah, and I'm like, bro, I have to let people wear it. I had to wear it. I have to know how long it lasts. Like I understand the bamboo underwear can last 5 years if it's managed properly, but when it's in the water, like different water out here, or when it's hung dry, like it doesn't like to stay wet that long. Like it needs to go, like it needs to go in a dryer. If it's in the dryer, it will last longer. It will last 5 years, 6 years, and hold its form. But if it's always hung dry, then it's like 3 years, 3.5 years. So it's like all of this is important. the testing, the quality, the stitching, how it's working, how people are moving in it. And I do aerial acrobatics too. So I made sure, like, how does the sweat? How is everything working? And it's really amazing. Bamboo is super amazing because antifungal, antimicrobial, and like the sweat, if you do catch sweat, like it doesn't fucking stink and it doesn't hold like it's superior and it's way softer than cotton actually. Yeah, and that's the reality is this is my life's work and I'm not fucking I'm not half-assing um the last portion of it. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about if you're Steven or Stefan. I don't understand. Um you are the best honor for you, Liz. I don't understand what you're talking about. So tired of sarcastic concept fashion when there's beautiful designs out there using what is already there. Yeah, yeah. It's like people just be making dumb fucking shit. Like I try to make things like for me, I did festival fashion for a long time. So it took me a long time to just work with black and white and to come to the space to create stuff that everybody could wear, that you can wear, that your kid could wear, that your cousin, your uncle, your brother, your father, like whatever. Like everybody can wear it. And it can also be worn everywhere. Like this dude was like, what the fuck? Like I could wear this, like I want to sleep in this. I could wear this to sleep in. I could wear this to the club. I could wear this out to dinner. I could wear this just to the beach. Like it's so versatile. And I was like, yeah, I'm a designer, not a picture drawer. I'm not a stealing somebody else's shit. Like I actually designed every one of these items very intentionally and I understand how people's bodies work because I was a custom one of a kind tailor my whole life. So yeah, it's important. It's important how it moves and how it stretches and how it washes and how it fits and how long it lasts and if it fades and all these other things. Like I try to work with a organic black dye, but like it turns brown and red. And I was like, fuck, like I have to use the chemical set black. Now they've come out, they found another type of like ink or something like this that I want to try to work with that is like a really organic black set, which could be amazing. Maybe that's why it's taken this long. But I did so much stuff in black. Why? Because everybody loves black. Because black makes people feel good, and also black protects your energy. You know, white allows everything to come in. You're kind of taking all of the energy and you're absorbent to it. Black, like women, it's better if women wear black because we're so receptive because we're the receiver. So to not over receive too much energy, and like men should wear white because they should be receiving and they should be able to transmute it differently. Just an interesting thing, which is really interesting because like even marriage, even the thing is kind of reversed, right? Like the man wears black and the woman wears white. Like it should actually kind of be the other way around. But we won't go there right now because I've been here forever. I just want to read the rest of your comments and hop off. But yeah, I'm the designer. Thank you. Can you not ask me to do stuff because you didn't fucking pay me or I don't know who the fuck you are, Bob. But no, I don't take commands or requests. Like, can you send me some money? This is where I read cards. I'm talking to my collective. If you want to have a private conversation, you can go ahead, like I told you, everybody, and message me over on one of my Instagram accounts and see if I want to actually talk with you. And if you talk to me like that, there's no fucking way. But if you want to see what I look like, you can go over there. I'm here having conversations with my collective now. Not every Zen master is peaceful, bro. Peace is like my peace is within. You like Bob. I don't know what you're saying. I don't even know like I don't even know what you're talking to. If you're talking to somebody else, but it doesn't really seem whoever you are. Like you make no sense, Steven or Stephanie or whatever you are. You're not getting back. He's probably wearing it. Oh yeah, he took a bunch of underwear and he's like blah blah blah, blah. And then he brought me back like one pair, and I was like, how did you even get this pair? You gave it to me. I was like, this is my like original first sample, like whatever. Like I did give him some sample pieces, but I was like, no, this is not it. I was like, where's the shit with the fucking with the special stitch? I know you never gave me, and I was like, I'm gonna punch you in the face. No, they reproduced him and his mother and his ex-girlfriend reproduced these ones out here with a fucking cheap elastic with the word crocodile on it, and then he tried to lie to me. I was like, where? He's like, oh, these are just cheap underwear. I just got them at the whatever store. I'm like, I could fucking tell my design, bitch. I'm a designer. So every one of those I just sold, that's my money too. You hear me, cunt? I hope you're watching. I'm not fucking stupid, but you can play me like I am. But that's what we got attorneys for. Copywritten, so don't copy me. Yeah, I was on a bike. I got hit in the face with a truck. So it was a lot. It was a fucking lot. A Victoria's Secret model. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's a nice compliment. If they weren't like a if they didn't work for like the demonic satanistic cult, I would consider it. But there's some of those baby eating pedos. They're not good. Bad people. But we can create another one. I actually, if you go to my if you go to my design page, you can see I have some pictures in there. I think on of me wearing some of the underwear that I make in Thailand. If you want to see my ass, you fucking weirdos, go to my Instagram and follow me. You can fucking make comments over there. New York has fairs. You did. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I did festival circuits, sweetie, for like 18 years. Music and festival circuits and all of that, booths and stuff like that. I just got exhausted by it. It's exhausting because it's like extra work. And, people, it's like that's why I just want everything to be online and people can just make the orders. Like I'm tired. I'm tired to do it. I've done it and my stuff does fly. And there's people on the opposite side of the world that are from all over the world that have been waiting for me to produce my stuff since I've been out here, just thinking that I'm out here. And they're just telling people, oh, she's out here just getting fucked up and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, yeah, getting fucked up by psycho people that run me over and give me traumatic brain injury and try to steal my stuff. Like, that's the only thing that's got me fucked up. Like, I did it. I got all my stuff. I got 100, well, whatever. They didn't steal these asshats, original pieces. So yeah, I have artistic integrity, and that is priceless. It's everything. Bessie Johnson was top clothes designer. Okay, that's why. Okay, I was like, that sounds really familiar. Love bamboo, gorgeous material. It's really nice, and I work with all different types. I work with bamboo cotton, regular bamboo, bamboo jersey, and bamboo terry. The bamboo terry is super nice. It's like a small terry, and it's like got a bit of a bounce to it. Oh my god, it's super nice. It's super fucking awesome. But yeah, I work with all of it. I was working with bamboo and modal and tinsel and but I heard the modal is not as it's okay, but like it shreds, it gets thin after a while. The tinsel is nice, but it's made out of like a recycled beech pulp wood. Um, but it's a bit more heavier. It like at least like I live where I live out here, we're in subtropic climate. Um, so it tends to create more like when I wear it, it's like sweaty under boob or whatever, sweaty underarm, under boob. It creates more heat, maybe because the cellulose or something that they're using is still kind of synthetic, is my guess. I'm hyper, and this is part of it, is like I'm hypersensitive. Um, so like I can't sleep on just anything. Like I have to have special sheets made that are cotton. Like now I cleaned everything. I'll put on. I have like a really fucking expensive bamboo sheet. So like I can't because otherwise I'm just like my body is no, it doesn't do it. I don't do plastic. Like even rayon. Like I just fucking sweat like a pig because it's just fake. It's synthetic cellulose. It's not a good material. I have created some stuff like lower end, not lower end, but like when people want a little bit of a lower price point. So I did create maybe like 3 to 5 different designs for the men. um, that were out, and some of like the sarong dress things, the multi wrap things. I did create them out of the rayon because it can be more colorful. But I don't like to put, like if we buy things that are plastic or synthetic or whatever, then we're just like contributing. Either you're part of the solution or you're part of the problem. And then this is why I created. That's why that was my big mission to create all of this stuff was actually um, because I can't go around preaching sustainable fashion and all of this if there's not really the availability, right? If there's not options where people can buy it, I can't just be like, but you're not buying cotton and people don't know the difference. You know how many people bought like cheap bamboo and I was like, yeah, but how much do you pay for them? They're like, oh, well, like $20 for three. And I was like, that's not real bamboo. It's not possible. And they're like, but it says bamboo. And I was like, there could be, it's like a McDonald's, 100% all beef patty is their name of their fucking meat, but it's like human. It's not 100% all beef. It's just the name of the brand. So there may be some type of bamboo in there, but it's not bamboo. And they're just like, I sweat so much. And I was like, yeah, it's fucking synthetic. It's not bamboo. He was like, what do you mean? I was like, I fucking tested it. I tried the different materials from the different plate. Like it's really important because if I'm going to put my name on something, like that's fucking everything. Like it's fucking everything. And also like why would I want to sell something that I wouldn't buy myself? Like I'm not I'm not like these deletes. I'm not. I want to produce stuff that's fair trade, that is super good and that everybody can wear and feel good in, and it's not unreachable. And that's kind of what people ask me to do because when I make these elaborate coats and these elaborate things and they're all one of a kind, it was like too expensive, but everybody was obsessed with it. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go on a mission, create sustainable stuff that everybody can wear at the best price point that I can possibly get to them with still giving people a living wage and understanding that the material is more expensive because we're still working with it. But to be honest, I would like to, if I had it my way, I would just be producing most everything out of bamboo and hemp. Hemp would be my ultimate because the material is also so versatile, but it's a lot more complicated. In Indonesia, they don't like it. I can get the material shipped in and I can produce it here, but I cannot sell it here. Everything has to be kind of shipped out. So it's just there's all these loops and shit. Um, um, that you'd have to do. Well, if you were Captain Crook, if you were a fucking fake ass pirate, got your fucking hand chopped off for being a fucking thief and fed to a crocodile, or if your ex was a psycho and they were, I don't know, reptilians, something like this. That's why. I mean, they had the shit done on the elastic and all this stuff, and they even had the fucking audacity to ask me where they could get it fucking made on the elastic. And then still come back to me and be like, oh, no, no, no. Like, I don't know. Like, you actually owe me for all of that shit, bitch. You love anything breathable. Yeah, it's important. You sleep on satin. Satin is okay, but if it's sateen, I cannot like because there's too much. It's a it's a weave. Satin is actually like if it's silk sateen, then it's a little bit different because it's got more organic fiber, but satin itself isn't a natural fiber unless it's blended with silk. And silk, there's hundreds of different types of silks, but they're blended with different things. There's like silk charmeuse, silk sateen, silk whatever. You know what I'm saying? So they're it's different fiber blends or weaves. Like I paid a lot of money to put myself through fucking fashion school and learn even more than I already fucking knew. I had already made gowns and wedding dresses and everything like this before I put myself through fucking fashion school. So I don't fuck around when people try to be. And these fuckers stole my shirts and stuff like this, and they brought them back, and they're like, "This is your shit," and I was like, "This is fucking not." I fucking slapped the shit out of that fool. I was like, fuck you, lie to my fucking face like this. This is not, I can tell. And I fucking like light the lighter. I was like, this is fucking, you guys made some shit out of some cheap shit and you thought I wouldn't fucking know the difference. You think I don't know the difference in the fucking cut? I made this design. Fuck you. try to fucking poison me and drug me and fucking kill me and fucking take my shit and then fucking sell it. He started a business. Oh, I became a company to produce clothing, and I was like, you're a fucking DJ at a fucking hooker nightclub, bro. Where you have working boy hookers and fucking prostitutes and fucking trannies and everything fucking, and all of a sudden you produce clothing. I've always been producing clothing, bitch. I'm gonna fucking chop your dick off and shove it down your mouth so you can't fucking lie anymore. That's how I feel. That's how I feel about that person. Bamboo sheets are fucking incredible, you guys. They're really fucking incredible. It's really soft. So soft. It's like being on silk. Like actually, Heidi, if you like sleeping on the sateen, bro, try like really high end bamboo sheets. Like it's fucking game changer. It feels like the satin, like not as slippery, but like really like, like that fresh shave, like in the sheets, like full. It's fucking amazing. It's like everything. You love my scarves, yeah. I should make some really cool ones, huh? I should print some scarves. Maybe I'll do that. That would be dope. Make a design. Who else is out here is like a graphic designer? Who does like really dope stuff? That wants to produce something that we can fucking print and like make some scarves or some fucking something that people can wear, because that would be a really good thing that people would really like. I could produce some. I know the people that do the printing on the material. That would be epic, right? That would be. This is the way. Anyways, you guys, do you have an opinion on what not, I guess, is new clothing resale app via live stream? I don't know what that is. What? Oh, what not? You guess it's a new clothing resale app on live stream. I don't know what that is. I'll have to Google it after this. You never tried hemp. Hemp is fucking amazing. Hemp is strong and it lasts forever. It's like stronger than cotton, and actually it's way better. So hemp actually cleans the soil, the water, the air. It grows super fast. It's not taking the pesticides like cotton. It takes like, I believe, like 800 something gallons, which is like it's like I think it's like 4.5 liters for my people that are in different countries. It's like 4.5 liters for a gallon. Um, it's like 800 gallons per one shirt. So that's to water the cotton, to wash the shirt, to do all of that stuff, and then the dye, and then the chemicals, and then the pests, and then this, and then the worker, and all of that. Where the hemp is like, boom, boom, you're creating the fiber, and it's super amazing. It's super strong. It's super clean. It's organic. It keeps growing. It cleans the soil. It doesn't ruin the soil like the same as the cotton does. Um, it fixes the pH balance of the soil, it cleanses the water that it's around, and it produces more oxygen. Number one, just as a plant that's growing, it grows super fast like bamboo, and this is why I say everything should kind of be out of bamboo and hemp. Um, because I'm not opposed to cotton, the organic cotton. It's just it takes so much more energy, so much more resources to grow and to produce. So this is something I'm like, a little bit back and forth on, but it's not a bad it's not a bad material, but I just feel like everything, like hemp can produce the same thing that all the cotton's producing, and I'm not saying eradicate cotton. I'm just saying the amount that everybody switched over to cotton because it's an organic material, it takes a lot more space, and there's a lot more pesticides and insecticides and blah 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 blah, all the bullshit that we don't want, that's polluting the water and the soil, and then it's going in our thing, and then it's now in our skin because it's in the material. Like, why would we want that when we can just have something that grows super fast, that reproduces, that we can cut down, that's not affecting anything and doesn't have any of that in it, and it's super fucking strong. Like, it's hemp is like fucking superior fiber for everything, for rope, for paper, even everything that's made out of plastic can be made out of hemp. Even hempcrete, everything like hemp. Hemp. I am the hempire, the hemptress, bro. Like that's my vote, you know? That's like a big reason why I considered going to Thailand for an extent. Like I'm still actually considering like, do I put all my shit in a crate and go to Thailand and produce over there so I can work with hemp because they're making it so complicated over here. But we'll see. Maybe Bali will change its mind. I don't know. Let's see, right? But it would be ideal because people group it in with the marijuana plant. And the thing is even though it's like the same plant, it's not the same plant. There's the male and the female, and the hemp is the masculine version of the plant. So it's producing the fiber, the structure, the building material, just like masculine, the form and the structure. And then the feminine plant is the marijuana plant, which is producing the flower, the psychotropic, more like this. But actually, from the hemp, there are a lot of the medicine, a lot of the CBDs, and a lot of the medicines and stuff like that, and a lot of the good skin care, hair care, face care, everything, like everything. Like you can produce lip, skin, hair, every fucking thing, plastic, fucking blah blah blah, everything from it. Like we should just be planting it around all waterways around the world. Like it would just be the ultimate thing to help clean everything that we've polluted, especially around the oceans and lakes and around rivers and stuff like this. We should be doing it. So it helps to clean the water. But yeah, ultimately, like it produces everything. So yeah, for me, that's like the number one fiber. But there's a lot of people that have problems with it because they're still relating it to the plant that is ha- psychoactive. But the hemp is not psychoactive. It doesn't produce the weed. It has even a different amount of leaves, everything like this. Like there's a lot of science that goes to it, but people don't understand. They're just like in the fucking old ages. And if they were able to understand, like maybe we would be farther along, like you can grow hemp without it producing any marijuana. And you can produce a lot of things from it without it producing any marijuana. But where you're growing a lot of the hemp, where you're growing the masculine plants, here's another thing. You can't grow all the feminine plants because the masculine plants seed the feminine plants. And that's what gives them all the fucking seeds. Go figure. They seed the female. They seed the flowers, just like nature. Wow, imagine that. Organic intelligence. Oh my God. An app to sell clothes, thrifting and original, I think. Okay, I'll look into it. What was it called? Whatnot. I will look into it because that would be a great place for me to put my stuff. I didn't have good luck. I had terrible luck on Etsy. So many times I had people steal the designs and then reproduce them or sell them to fucking China. And everybody's like, just have an Etsy. And I was like, fucking, that was the devil for me. That's what really made me like stop wanting to sell my shit online for an extended amount of time. But it's called What's Not. I will definitely look that up, Maxwell. That's it. Thank you. That is medicine for my soul. You draw, you do design, but good printing is hard to come by. Oh, not out here. Not out here, sweetie. What you got? Send it to me. Go to my art page and send me a message. It should be Heartwares. My Insta is down below. Send me some of your stuff, or if you guys send me actually if you follow me and send me a little message and you make art or do something awesome too, like I'll totally follow you back and like your stuff because I'm just fucking that type of person. Because I like to support people when they're doing what they should be doing. Yeah, that's why they want to ban him. Yeah, exactly. That's why they want to ban him. You rely on hemp products for pain too. Man, why can't they just leave people alone? Hey, man, we're gonna empire getting strong, and the hempress is coming out, bro. Like I went around the world preaching this stuff, and I when I was traveling all around Europe and stuff, people were like, wow, I was really educating them about it, and I think it will start to change because like here's the reality: why are we cutting down all these trees? Why are we deforesting trees when actually we don't need to do that? We could just everything that we are making paper from, like hemp or bamboo, like toilet paper, bamboo paper towel, la 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 la. Like, yeah, it's not as soft as fluffy as the cotton, but like you do you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, you need it to actually wipe, but actually like it's more eco-friendly and we could stop fucking killing all the trees and actually it produces like 20 or 10 like 10 to 30% more oxygen also. So not only would it eliminate us deforestation, how about that? Like, it's like, what doesn't it do? What doesn't it do is the better question. That's why. Hempire coming on strong. The Hempire strikes back. Let's do it. Let's make it. Okay. Make me some cool stuff, Max. Maxwell, that'd be dope. But yeah, you're right. Like all the medicine and stuff like that. Um, it's really like it took me forever to try to get my mother to put I have she had two sons from her second marriage, and she got hit by a drunk driver when she was pregnant with my brother, and they found out like not until a lot of years later there was in the developmental stage of his brain, and he started having like seizures and all this crazy stuff, brain problems due to when it was in the developmental stage of his brain when she got hit when she was pregnant with him. And it took me forever to get her to put him on CBDs and stuff like this. And then she didn't want to add the THC, and I was like, she's like, he's la 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 la. It's like he's so turned on, like he's so. And I was like, yeah, you need to mix it a little bit with the THC. So he's like, whatever. And then she's like, she was like fighting it, and I was like, dude, if you don't stop him on the medication, his liver's gonna fail. Because I can also do medical mapping to like see what's off in people's bodies as well. Like I'm super tuned in, and especially him, he likes a telekinesis, And I was like, you got to do it, or his liver's gonna fail. And so finally, she did, and yeah, it totally changed his fucking life. And yeah, there's different strains specifically that are good for different conditions. Like if people would just understand that medicine, like organic intelligence, nature is the ultimate intelligence. It was already figured everything out. Like we've only had medicine and big pharma and shit for like what, like 150 years or 200 years, like not that long. Like how do you think everybody was existing before that? Like there's there's cures for everything. I was just posting something on my Facebook the other day about what is it, cat's claw. They were saying when you get the juice, the liquid from the plant, from the actual vine where it's growing, it and people take it, it eliminates diabetes. Like everything is natural. Like that's probably what I was picking up on too. This shamanic, like different type of healing, like healing the world, be organic. Like I healed myself completely holistically, and like I should have had like facial reconstructive surgery. I should have had a lot of shit done, and like people are like, you can't even tell. Like I can tell because this side of my face sits. I have to like open this eye to like get it. But it's way better than it was. And this side of my face used to be like this, and it used to look like I had a stroke, which I had one last year from my ex fucking poisoning me. But yeah, that's a whole nother story. We won't go there. But yeah, organic nature is like how I healed myself based on all of these different plants and foods and things like this. The way, right? Because nature, everything was already here. We started creating all these things for monopoly, for capitalism, for marketing, for fucking making money off of. And like, that's why people are like, oh, you should just sell this, and you should be selling courses, and you should be doing this. And I was like, listen, I'm not interested. Like, yeah, I could really use a lot of money, and I could totally sell fucking all kinds of shit to people for way more than like just like everybody else. But that's why I worked hard to create my clothing so it could be attainable by everybody. Because otherwise, it's like people are buying fucking McDonald's not because they want to eat McDonald's, because they have a fucking dollar menu. Do you know, like because they can afford it. So if you make things so unattainium, like then of course people are going to buy the cheap alternative. They're going to buy the polyester. They're going to buy the rayon, and they can't because they can't afford to support this other thing, right? And that's why, again, the empire. But yeah, it's all interlinked, and the reality is I've seen it heal so many people. And like actually what helped me is when I went back to America last year, I did an intensive treatment of RSO, which is Rick Simpson oil. And this is what shrunk the fucking malformation in my on the prefrontal cortex. Now it didn't eliminate it all the way because I can still feel it sometimes,
but I probably need to be more on that medication, which is also a little bit of an issue because I'm in a country where I can't really have it. So it's like, but I'm more at peace in this country because there's more spirits and ancestors and deities that are here protecting my energetic being. So it's like 50-50, right? Because like when I was there, like I couldn't chill. Like my nervous system was so fucking shot. Like even though I can have the medicine that makes me chill out, it's like I needed an exorbitant amount because I couldn't fucking calm myself. So yeah, we need to find the balance. That's really what we need to do. I mean, the reality is people need to understand that it's a medicine and stop treating it like a drug. But it has to be um, maybe in a different, like not a fully controlled state, but maybe in a different state to where it's like it's actually regulated out. Like, oh, you not everybody just gets to smoke or partake of it, but it's like, oh, you have this. Okay, here's what you get to take. You know, like this is what you need. Like maybe it needs to be more um customly honed or directed, you know, like my friend created a whole wheel about the different strains and the different types and stuff like this that you need for different things because people that are anxiety versus people that are fucking ADHD need a different one. You know, you can't have the person that's like whatever, but you know, it can fix a lot of things. It can fix a lot of things. It can fix eating disorders, it can fix mental disorders, it can fix stress, it can fix really like to be honest, it's like been my medicine my whole life. And yeah, it's really hard for me out here a lot. But you know, it is what it is. But yeah, I'm glad you used it for your pain. It's really like it's really real. I don't know where you live, Maxwell, but that's awesome. There's also not money in something that's sustainable, unfortunately. Actually, there is because it's an entire industry, and people just realize that all of the medications and the psychotic and all the stuff that they're taking, if they could just figure out how to balance their body with an organic thing, like actually it would be an industry. But I wouldn't personally want to get rich off of people suffering like that. There's just again, it's like doing the bad magic, you know. It's like I don't want that karma, but we got to get out of this capitalistic um response because it's like there's like with more healthy people when there's more healthy people there's more people able to work and be a fucking system that we don't need to be making more money because now everybody's just doing their part. Does that make sense? It's kind of a little bit different, but also if you're growing it then you need more people to be producing it and working it and managing it and creating it, you know, like actually it does create more jobs in another sort of sense, right? Because there's a lot of different ways that it has to be produced into things and many different forms, right? Like that are working with the hempcrete aren't the same people that are working with making paper or rope or a textile. It's still all different, or the medicines or whatever. It's all there's still different industries within the industry for people to be able to have work. Also, like the things that are made out of plastic, like the people that are making plastic, you know, like injection molding and different things like this, like all of it. Like there's plenty. You're creating more jobs actually, you know. So you're a sativa type yourself. Helps so much. Yeah, microdosing. It also helps much. Terpenes much. You're in the U.S. Rocky Mountain High. Nice. Yeah. True. You really hope more people start investing in him. Well, be the change that you wish you want to see. That's why I can still be over here saying the hempire when it's probably not what Indonesia wants me to be saying. But you know what? Like hemp used to be America's largest cash cow. Like that we used to have like most of our $10 bills and $5 bills, the Constitution. Like we used to produce all the ropes, all the sails, everything like this. Like back in the day, like a long time ago, like everything was produced out of hemp, like fucking hundreds of years ago. And when they started the Pearl River and they burnt everything down is when America stopped producing hemp. The fucking
what do you call it? The reefer in the reefer madness shit. But yeah, and America would be a lot better off if they went back to producing hemp. Just saying, everybody would be a lot better off. And like it could be produced everywhere around the world also and still be very good. But a little bit at a time. Did you know that Henry Ford actually produced a whole vehicle? So a lot of the higher end vehicles like Cadillac and different stuff like this, their quarter panels and stuff for years have actually been made with hemp because it's actually better than metal. So if something hits the hemp, it actually pops itself back out. Yeah, but yeah, you're right because it's taking different types of jobs away. You know, like you have to look at. But yeah, Henry Ford created a whole car produced out of hemp. He figured out how much field that it needed to grow to build all of the parts for the car, and then he even created a hemp fuel that powered the car, and even figured out if it needed to go this far, how far it could go, and how much hemp needed to be grown for the hemp fuel. So we're in this fossil fuel crisis. Like, no, that's why they fucking took people out because it's the actual solution. How about that? So even our fuel problem, even our oil and our fuel problem, boom, hemp, mind blown, mind blown, right? This is fucking over 100 fucking years ago. It's not new technology, bro. Not new technology. It's just the baby eating pedo deletes, uh, uh, can't ram us up the ass and keep us as slaves if we have all the solutions, the sustainable solutions. So whatever, just spread the good word so it's not just me and whatever, like at the end of the day, like people are like, well, you should stop talking about it. I'm like, motherfuckers already been hunting me, like, you know what it feels like to be hunted like a wild animal and try to be killed. That's why I'm just like, fuck it. They already did it. So now I'm just gonna fucking say everything and fuck off.